Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain Athletics. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
And the band is stumping inside Chieftain Arena live here at Tonganoxie High School. Can only mean one thing as we're back in action for Frontier League basketball. This matchup is brought to you by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600 as we are live here inside Chieftain Arena. Doubleheader on tap between your Tonganoxie Chieftains and the Louisburg Wildcats. A rematch all the way to the very first game of the season, all the way back on December 1st at Louisburg, as the Chieftains able to split the doubleheader there. The girls picked up a victory and the boys just fell short, as both of them will look to sweep tonight's action. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. We now are in the S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to at Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work since 1972. Get your ride back at the game today and learn more at their website, or call and make your appointment at 913-369-3193. Both teams for Tonganoxie have had some time to rest over the weekend. Back at it here tonight, and then they'll be at it on Thursday at Spring Hill. That game will also be here on Tonganoxie Sports Live and a simulcast. More on that a little bit later on. But for these Lady Chieftains, last time we saw them on the road at Bonner Springs, and undoubtedly what was their best well-rounded performance of the year. Given the Braves, they had a 3-point game going into the halfway of the fourth quarter. The Braves eventually, on behalf of Pierceton, Leslie, and Sample, both of them having terrific games. Pierceton, Leslie had 24 points on the night. Really, really hard to slow her down. Sample had a great night as well. 11 of 14 points that she had in the game coming in that third quarter in the second half. But still, to take that talented Bonner team, have it within one possession that deep into the fourth quarter, that had to be a really good sign of hope moving forward for Coach Loomis' squad.
Yeah, and they did it without senior Lakin Bennett, who's out with an injury, and she's also going to be out again tonight with a hand injury. But what we saw was Addie Schooler stepped in and covered admirably for her, and gave Coach Loomis some really good minutes off the bench. So hopefully we'll have another good one tonight.
Yeah, got her first varsity start last week. She's been getting more and more minutes at the varsity level over the past couple of weeks, and that was like the accumulated point for her was this past Friday, and didn't shy away from it at all. Didn't have the great offensive production, but what she did do great was crash the boards on both the defensive end and the offensive end for the Chieftains, even leading to some extra opportunities for them to cash in on some points. You get out Alyssa Shawnick, Emerson Maslak, Mariah Herrera hitting some big threes throughout the game, and some of them were led through another offensive rebound for Addie Schooler.
Yeah, no question about it. She was really good on defense, and like you said, she crashed the boards on both ends and really helped the team out. So hopefully she'll have another good night.
As it looks like she will be back in the starting lineup for her second game in the row. Again, Lakin Bennett not suited up. We had talked about all the way back to that Tonga Invitational Tournament. She had her wrist wrapped up and taped during games, was trying to play through it, and it looks like Coach Loomis is going to give her some time to rest and heal. So we hope the best for Lakin and hope to see her back out there very, very soon here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. But the last time these two teams met up with Louisburg and Tonganoxie, the Wildcats coached by Adriana Lane, and it was a big win for the Chieftains on the road, 48-28. It was a big one to open up this 2023-24 season, and they did it by getting on top early and often and staying that way. The defense was great, forcing turnovers off the Wildcats. Also took some advantage of some sloppy Louisburg basketball, as they are not having a super spectacular year, coming in only 3 wins on the season, just like these Lady Chieftains. So this is coming in second time around, and just like we mentioned, the boys game against Bonner, and the second time around, it's still anybody's ball game, because both teams, you learn from your mistakes you made in that first matchup and you get better. And also considering that was the first game of the year, now we're pretty well into the season. These Lady Chieftains still have to come into tonight and cannot say, well, we beat them by 20 last time, we're going to be just fine. They're still going to have to fight for it.
Well, it's a different team, obviously, for Louisburg. They've gotten better as the year has gone on, and hopefully our Chieftains have too. So should be a good one tonight, partner.
Yeah, really, really looking forward to it, as we're going to come back. We're going to step aside for a quick moment, and we're going to give our starting lineups brought to you by Team Tonga, and our keys to the game brought to you by First Security Bank, coming up in just a few moments here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
Thinking about starting your next outdoor home project? Be sure to call 811 before you dig. After calling 811, wait a few days for utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags to avoid unintentionally hitting a utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt service in your area, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury. Southern Star asks you to help protect our community. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
We're back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live inside at Chieftain Arena. These are your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Team Tongi. As we donated more than $190,000 to local families. To learn how you can help make a difference and about upcoming Team Tongi events, check out their website at teamtongi.com.
There we go. And for Louisburg, number 1, a 5'5" junior, Jillian Asher. For Tonganoxie, number 1, a 5'2" sophomore, Elizabeth Schoenig. For Louisburg, number 3, a 5'11" junior, Ashlyn Coleman. For Tonganoxie, number 15, a 5'2" sophomore, Emerson Maslach. For Louisburg, number 12, a 5'10" junior, Sabra Rugen. For Tonganoxie, number 21, a 5'2" senior, Mariah Herrera. For Louisburg, number 21, a 5'7" junior, Shyler Whiting. For Tonganoxie, number 33, a 6-foot freshman, Addie Schooler. For Louisburg, number 22, a 5'7" junior, Samantha Lane. And for Tonganoxie, number 34, 5'6" senior, Sage Isaacs. And coaches for this evening's game, for Louisburg, Adrian Lane. For Tonganoxie, Vince Loomis.
And the lights come back on. Again, those were your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Team Tong. And the opening tip-off of Game 1 of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Wildcats is brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, or your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your first home all the way to your dream home. Visit Dan Lynch and his team today in Tonganoxie. You heard the 5 there, same 5 as last Friday for the Chieftains. Schoenig, Maslach, Herrera, Schooler, and Isaacs. Asher, Kuhlman, Brugen, Whiting, and Lane. The 5 out there for the Wildcats. Both teams looking for their 4th win of the season. Again, Chieftains winning the first matchup by 20 all the way back on December 1st as they get the opening tip-off, and we'll have a first chance at points here. Game 1 between the Chieftains and the Wildcats right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We're going to have a drive-in here for Maslach. We'll kick it back. Good move by Schoenig on the right side. Just can't quite finish. And a loose ball pulled in by Louisburg. Our keys of the game tonight brought to you by First Security Bank. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Pulling up for a 3 there, no good. Gets a rebound underneath, so this possession stays alive, almost thrown away. Wildcats still with it. Partner coming off the game they had against Bonner Springs. Like we said, their most well-rounded game. What are some keys to the game tonight that maybe are things they need to carry over that we saw that they did so well in that game this past Friday?
Well, they got to get on the boards because they've already given up an offensive rebound to the Lady Wildcats. So
Schoenig hearing you right there.
Yep.
Another thing they did so well in the offensive end, I believe it was the ball movement they had,
driving
and
the
just
lane,
overall the communication they had as well. As that one just falls short for Sage.
Yeah, they were driving the ball a lot at Bonner Springs, and I think that led to some easy shots.
Stop in near corner. That one thrown away.
Yeah, both teams opening up in man-to-man. Turnover there.
Schooler has it, gives to Schoenig. She'll cut in the lane, bounces
Nice
it
pass.
to Schooler on the right side. Goes up
go.
through some contact. Help defense couldn't come over in time of Brugen. And the Chieftains have the early 2-0 advantage.
Yeah, that's a good assist by Alyssa Schoenig right there.
And Addie did not have a big part as far as point production, but she did a lot of things that you don't necessarily see on the stat sheet. Meanwhile, on the other end, missing the left-hand layup, just not falling in, as Whiting had plenty of space on that left side. The whole opening on that post defense from the Chieftains, but couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, Sage Isaacs had a nice rebound there.
And there she is again, that time driving, drawing contact. She will make her first trip to the free throw line this evening. That is one thing that Tongi did not do so great this past Friday at Bonner Springs, around the 50% mark, if not under from the free throw line in the game. Again, it was close going into the fourth quarter, and when it became time that you had to start fouling and sending Bonner Springs to the free throw line, Alyssa Shonick fouled out with some minutes left to play in the game. That definitely hurt Tonganoxie. Got to start capitalizing at the free throw line. Does it on the first attempt, second on the way, 2 for 2. Perfect execution here from Sage Isaacs. As Mariah Sneed checks in, early substitution here in the game. 5:58 mark of the first quarter for Coach Loomis. His squad has a 4-0 lead early. Up top with it, this is Kuhlman. Will pull up, deflected. Had it for a second, knocked away by Mariah Sneed. Here come the Chieftains the other way in the hands of Herrera right now. She'll slow things down, give it back to Shonick. Schooler, defender coming and swatted. That ball loose, drawing contact. Second team foul of the quarter already for the Wildcats.
I like the way Schooler attacked the basket there.
She can give it right back there for starter over the game on the walk. Let's get into real quick as Isaacs comes back into the game. So it looks like Coach Loomis trying to keep fresh legs on that post presence as Isaacs comes back in. Schooler will head out. And our player spotlight tonight brought to you by Brothers Market. Check out their weekly ads and specials in-store on their website at shopbrothersmarket.com, where they treat you like family. Is there anyone in particular on this Chieftain squad that you have your eye on tonight?
Well, the last time we'd put it on someone else, but, that little spark plug out there, number one, Alyssa Shonick, I think is going to be a big factor in this game. So let's keep an eye on number one.
She'll be guarding number one Asher for Louisburg, one of their best offensive threats. Definitely one of those players, once she sees the first one go down, she can get hot and stay hot for the rest of the game. And that's been a big problem for Louisburg. Their offensive production has been really, really streaky. They've had some problems. We've seen the Chieftains have some of those same problems this year as well, as that shot attempt just comes up short. Shonick will let it roll out. It'll be Chieftain basketball. 5:08 mark of quarter number one, 4-0 lead for the Chieftains. And that was especially in that first matchup, holding the Wildcats at 28 points through 4 full quarters of action. And it was a big run for the Chieftains to start that one. Got up big, double digits, and really never looked back the rest of that ball game, as that Louisburg offense just could not get and click, could not get going. They haven't been able to fully shake off the cobwebs so far this year. Maslak lets go a three. It leaves short, long rebound. Shonick right there, and Sneed ends up coming away with it.
Yeah.
Maslak in the lane that time. Does not fall. Had a good look at it, though, but again, the hustle and effort from Alyssa Shonick gave the Chieftains another crack at it. Coming down the lane. Nobody stopping the ball, and blocking foul as Maslak couldn't get over in time and get the feet set. That was Ashlyn Kuhlman. No, excuse me, that's Jillian Asher, 5'5" junior. It was a full head of steam coming down the lane. Nobody picked up on ball, penetrating the lane easily, and Maslak couldn't get over in time. Trying to cut this the deficit in half and hitting on the front end at the free throw line.
And Emerson Maslak has been a force on the defensive end the last several games for the Chieftains. I give a shout out to her.
Second one able to rattle in. And Asher has the first 2 points for Louisburg as they retreat back on defense. Shonick thought about giving to Maslak, instead working its way around. Down low they go to Schooler,
like
one-on-one. Good spin move, finds it out to Shonick, knocked loose, but still keeps control. Now she in the lane, another great give, swatted away from behind. Kuhlman with some contact and whistles.
They're going to get that on Shonick.
It's going to be Louisburg basketball for sure. We'll wait and see who the foul's going to be on. I think they're going to give it on Sage Isaacs for her first. Or her second, excuse me. Early foul trouble here for Coach Loomis. And Sage Isaacs will come out. Mariah Sneed back into the contest for Tonganoxie. 2 team fouls for the Wildcats so far as we're approaching the halfway mark of the opening quarter. Asher, deflected pass. There's Shonick.
Shonick again, down on the floor. Tie up.
Still working for it, and a jump ball, so that will keep it down here with Louisburg. And very, very fortunate, as it looked like that was a straight-up steal and a takeaway for Tonganoxie. Instead, they keep control. Almost dragging that pivot if it was
that
Melton
was
fresh
close.
into the game. Going to go down low. Extra give. Herrera bats it out of bounds. As that was underneath, that was Latham, number 13, Morgan Latham, that tried to give it out to the cutting Melton. But Herrera splitting the defense and knocking it out with the right hand.
Good thing, too, because she had a layup.
And there's the walk. And called right there. Be Chieftain basketball. That's the thing with this Louisburg squad, coming off one of their best in school history last season, as the Chieftains give it right back to them. Well, ball's still loose. Another jump ball call. It's Mariah Sneed getting in there this time, and that will keep it down here with the Chieftains. But back to that thought about Louisburg. Made a run in the tournament last offseason, strong senior class. Came out just a little bit short. Coming back this year, as you'll notice on the roster, there's no seniors on the roster, but all but 1, 2, 3, 4 of their spots are occupied by juniors. So this is going to be a really, really strong senior class going into next season, as they're going to be looking to come back and contend for a Frontier League title and to make another deep run into the postseason. Down in the post is Sneed, pivoting around, finds Schooler into the far corner. He's looking for Shonick. Melton right there to knock it loose into the stands.
23 Brown into the game for Louisburg.
Both offenses slow to get going here so far. A bucket for Addie Schooler and Sage Isaacs as the 4 for the Chieftains. As Herrera walked with it, got called for a couple of those.
Yeah, she did.
At Bonner Springs. It gets called for it early here in the first. 3:09 still left to go. That's another part that we didn't touch on too very much. There was so much more to talk about in that last game that they had at Bonner Springs, but the way they were able to take care of the basketball through that game, they went into the second half with just a little under a handful of turnovers, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
In the game, and in the past couple, we had seen them had double digits at halftime.
Yeah, they really took care of the ball, which that contributed to them staying in that game.
They did start to pile up later on in the game. That's when you saw Bonner start to really pull away, get some cushion off the inbounds. Doesn't knock it in, and the first foul of the game will be tagged to Alyssa Shonick. And Shonick, aggressive play style, was fouled out in the last game. She picks up her first one here. Clock's out 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Second trip to the line tonight for the Wildcats, and the first of the game for Latham. She can't miss, can't knock down the front end. Rapid substitutions early here for Coach Lane's squad. Trying to keep some fresh legs out there. Second one on the way for Latham. Too strong. Herrera had a chance. Now Sneed bats it, and Maslak eventually controls. Chiefs is trying to get the offense going. Shonick blows by Asher, is hacked, and she will be going to the line. And again, like we were mentioning, felt like for many, many games in a row now, we'd like to see him get more aggressive, driving the lane. It worked so well for him against Bonner, and having that same strategy early here in the first against Louisburg.
Right. They need to knock down their free throws, though.
One of the best free throw shooters on the team. I knew it.
You did it.
I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Traditionally, though, Alyssa Shonick, one of the most better free throw shooters on this Chieftain squad, trying to extend the lead by 3, and she does just that. Our first point early in this contest. Chieftain defense will retreat back. Asher coming right, a handoff to Melton. Swing it over to the left in the far corner. Catches Brown. Good kick out from the lane. Leaves an Asher 3 ball to go down. And she's got all 5 in this game so far for Louisburg, and she gets it tied up at 5 apiece. I want to knock that out of bounds. It'll be staying down here with the Chieftains. Adelaide Stowe, a 5'9 junior, will check in for Louisburg. First time we've called her name in this contest. Catch and shoot 3. Or Shonick does not go. Still fighting for the loose ball. It had the open space there in the lane, but the Wildcats there to control as we're now under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Brown gets it inside, trying to kick it out. Chieftain defense swarming to come with the takeaway. And that's just like tackling the ball carrier at the 1 yard line to keep him from going to the goal line.
Maslach just laughing.
Yep. And that is why she wears the knee pads right there. First of the game for Stows, fresh into the game, picks up the foul right there as the Chieftains were close to forcing a turnover.
Maslach and Shawnee are not afraid to put their nose in there, I'm telling you.
No, nobody really is on this team. Everybody's ruthless and aggressive. There's the good bank in for Herrera on the good spin move, taking her back to the right side of the lane and finishing.
Yeah, nice job there. Oh, nice save.
Beautiful.
Emerson Maslach.
Indeed. Third turnover of the game for the Wildcats. Spin. Shonick swatted away clean near the baseline, saving it, potentially keeping it alive for the Chieftains. Oh, and it's last off Maslach. As it went off, I believe, her leg. And that'll be Wildcat basketball. A lot going on there in that sequence. You see Maslach leaned over through the knees, exhausted. She's been going pedal to the metal here for the past about 45 seconds or so. Closing in on the final minute of the first. Chieftains with a 2-point lead. Melton trying to tie it. Comes up short. And Sneed and Shonick both there for it as Shonick will control. Slinging it over to left wing. Maslach going to drive on Melton. Has space. Contact. Cannot bank it in.
That's a good drive, though. Just couldn't quite finish it.
Getting the good looks. And Coach Loomis asking the official, where's the whistle on that? There was definitely contact.
Yeah, there was.
That one deflected, but a rebound underneath. Putback is too strong.
Yeah, the Chieftains are going to have to do a better job on the defensive boards.
That was Stowe's underneath that had it up underneath. And you see the defense is always at the disadvantage whenever you have those block shots because they're instantly turning their back to the rim and looking up at the rim, while the offense, they have that luxury of looking at the ball as it's going up. But still not cashing on the open bucket down low as Stowe's keeps the team down by 2. Now under 10 seconds, Shonick will drive. Good extra pass to Sneed, trying to wrestle it away from Melton, and another jump ball is called. But it should be staying down here with the Chieftains, and it will. So now 5.9 seconds, and Shonick is in on the inbounds. Let's see who they try to give it to. The lob is in to Schooler. Down low they go to Sneed, poked away. Defense closing in, trying to go up. Couldn't quite do it. Might have taken a shot to the face and the nose area. Appears to be a little bit shaken up. But the first quarter comes to an end. A low-scoring affair so far here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. 7-5 lead for the Chieftains at the end of 1. You're watching Lady Chieftain basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and we'll be back after this.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Second quarter action just now getting started here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. It was a low-scoring affair in that first quarter. A lot different, almost polar opposite of what it was in the first matchup all the way back on December 1st, whereas the Chieftains got up early, double digits already in the first quarter, and was really well on their way to putting this game away. But right now, it's still only holding a 2-point lead. And like we mentioned during the pregame show, this is one they're going to have to fight for tonight and earn it.
Yep.
Good defense there again, forces the 5 seconds on to throw in. They'll give possession back to the Chieftains. Already the 4th turnover of this game for Louisburg.
Yeah, another interesting note there is Maslach just picked up her second foul.
Shonick in aggressive style, has it ricocheting around, still coming away with it, then gets tripped up. And again, he's crashing the boards on offense. It's been better than crashing the boards on defense for the most part tonight for Tonganoxie, but again, it's given them more and more opportunities to score points.
They need to be a little more efficient, though.
The first foul of the game on Whiting for Louisburg. Shonick, another kick out. See the defense really keying in on Shonick on the drive ins. 2 or 3 purple jerseys there to surround and meet her.
Yeah, that means somebody's open, though.
And here is Isaac. She's the open. A good head fake at Kuhlman off her feet. Now they go down low to Schooler, trying to go to work. Takes a step.
Nice
Just
job.
can't get it to go.
Oh, my goodness, but that was really nice footwork by Schooler there.
All 5 points in the first quarter belonging to Asher. This one doesn't fall in the far corner.
Sage
That's
with
Lane.
a nice rebound there.
Schooler calling for it up ahead. She's going to get it. Herrera puts it on the spot. Just a little too strong on the finish.
Coach Lummis can't believe there wasn't a foul there.
Yeah, you see him in Cobra position, hands over the head, and you see him giving it to the official as he's coming back, trying to stand up for his young freshman player. Kuhlman gets by Schooler. A little bit of a mistake on the defensive end. We're knotted up again.
Yeah, Schooler was a little too aggressive trying to front him, and she just went back door on her.
Second tie in the game. Isaac's trying to give the Chieftains back the lead. Doesn't quite go. Rebound underneath brought in by Kuhlman. And will they call it jump ball or
yeah, I think
something else?
Jump ball, so they'll stay here with the Chieftains.
Already seen a handful of jump balls called in this game already. Possession arrow still in favor of the Chieftains. Lob is into Shonick to Isaacs. Quickly gives to Schooler at the right elbow. Down underneath Herrera. Kicks out. Guarded by Kuhlman. Was a mismatch and deflected out. No, just thrown away.
Yeah, that's
by Herrera.
Just an unforced error right there by the Chieftains. Got to cut down on those if you want to win this thing.
Brugan goes underneath, bounce out, might have had it deflected away. It was still controlling it. It's Whiting. 3-ball on the way. Hit good, giving Louisburg the lead. That's Samantha Lane, a 5'7" junior. That knocks it down. And the second from downtown on the night for the Wildcats. Isaacs, can she answer? Can't do it. Tried to bank it in, but the long rebound tracked down, ricocheting through some bodies. Another second chance here for the Chieftains, but as you mentioned, got to start being more efficient here, capitalizing for points. Shonick for 3. Takes a high bounce, but doesn't go, and a rebound pulled in the lane by Brugan. And almost throws it away. Somehow keeping it in was Asher. She has it right now. We'll bring it across the timeline. 5:20 and counting left to go before we hit halftime. Whiting takes the screen, fights Asher in the lane. Ricocheted, going out of bounds, was saved in the near corner. Pressing defense on Lane, but she's able to find Asher. Guarded by Shonick. Trying to shake her loose. Great defense here for the Chieftains, and a timeout called by Coach Lane. And a full timeout taken. Great defensive effort there, frustrating the Wildcats, forcing the timeout. Chieftains still have some work to do. Down by 3, 10-7 in this Frontier League matchup, and we'll be back after this timeout on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
So it was a full timeout taken by Louisburg. Back in action, 4:57 left to go in the second quarter. We work it to the near corner to Kuhlman, takes a screen, finds a way back out to Asher. In the lane, Bruggen finds Whiting, trying to drive in, puts up a shot just off the glass, trying to fight for her own rebound. It's on the floor. Jump ball, it'll stay here with Louisburg, and it will. That possession arrow will once again flip. Both teams getting active on the loose balls, the 50-50 balls. Diving down for him on the ground. Schoeneck almost getting the takeaway there. Leaves Whiting in the corner, puts up a three, a little too strong. And another rebound for Sage Isaacs. If you're coming in and if you're Coach Loomis, got to be pleased so far with the defensive effort from your team. But on the offensive end, I think you're looking, you got to get that production ramped up as we go along.
No question. I think
the foul on Asher for her second of the game. It's the second team foul of the quarter for Louisburg. One team foul so far for Tonganoxie. Schoeneck on the inbounds, trying to get it to Schooler. Got to track it down here, but is fouled from behind, going for the loose ball, Bruggen. And just too aggressive, trying to come in for that loose ball. So that's quick. Back-to-back fouls picked up here for Louisburg. And we'll have Lila Carlton in for the first time in this game for Tonganoxie. Like you mentioned, every time, always a threat from three-point range.
no question.
Sawyer had a big one at Bonner. It was a big point in the game. The Chieftains' momentum was starting to flip. Knocked down a big three, but here's a takeaway. Whiting puts up her shot and banks it in. Doing it all herself that time with the takeaway, going coast to coast and banking it in from just outside the lane. Makes it a 12-7 ball game.
Another unforced error by the Lady Chieftains leads to points for Louisburg.
And in the middle of a 7-0 run for the Wildcats.
That being fueled by turnovers by the Chieftains.
Schoeneck drives, many defenders, but able to bank it in. Nice move.
That was a nice drive by Schoeneck there.
And just able to get it up over the outstretched arms of Bruggen. That nice little floater and the nice kiss off the glass as we're getting closer to Valentine's Day. Whiting still control, trying to direct some traffic, but dishes it back up top to Lane. Down the lane they go. No pun intended. Lane back with it, but walked. Fifth turnover, I should say, of the game now for Louisburg.
13 Latham and 23 Brown in the game for Louisburg.
Still time here for the Chieftains, only down by 3. We've had 2 ties so far and 1 lead change. That was off a big 3 ball for Louisburg. They're tied at 7 apiece. Took it to 7-10, and they've led ever since. That shot not falling for Schoeneck. So this offense is coming a little bit stagnant so far early here for Tongi. Melton down the lane. Good dish. Somehow getting it through the defense and finishing underneath is Latham, but the nice, beautiful assist from Melton.
Yeah, the Lady Chiefs is going to have to get back in transition.
In the near corner, Herrera threatening. Now going to go, trying to cross up, drive baseline, and great recovery defense. Knocking it out of bounds is Whiting. As Schooler will check back in for the Chieftains, and Isaacs will head back out. And again, it was this past Friday where we saw the Chieftains. They did a really great job of them. It was getting out in transition and capitalizing on points.
Haven't been quite so fortunate tonight.
That's a big one there for Herrera. She's got 5 on the night, brings it back to 1 possession.
Yeah, Chieftains needed that bad. Oh, nice job by Schooler there.
Gets the deflection, the turnover, and a handoff to Schoeneck. A chance to tie or take the lead here for the Chieftains. Schoeneck backing down in the lane, fouled on the shot. Another one in the game for Kuhlman.
She has no fear, though. She just goes in there amongst the trees and tries to finish.
They give that foul to Melton, number 20. Her first of the game, second trip to the line tonight for Alyssa Schoeneck. Went 1 for 2 and starts on the right foot this time. Chieftains now 4 of 5 from the free throw line so far this evening. As Farrah Hulso will now come in for the first time as well. Emerson Maslak will head out for a breather. Clock stopped, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Alyssa Shawnick looking to tie us up on this next attempt. It's on the way. It is good. Tied for the leading scorer, Alyssa Shawnick with 5, and Mariah Herrera also with 5 as we're tied again at 14. Momentum starting to swing to the side of the Chieftains. Can they get another stop here? And they do. It's a takeaway. Shawnick deflecting the pass from Lane. She's on her. And count the bucket. What a big momentum swing. Wasting no time. Full head of steam. Lane right on her hip, forcing her to draw the contact and able to put the bucket away.
Man, what a steal and a finish.
And just like that, the Chieftains answer with a 7-0 run of their own. Another one for Shawnick. It's good. It's now an 8-0 run. And a timeout on the floor. This one taken by Tonganoxie. Alyssa Shawnick really feeling herself so far in this one. 8 points to speak and capping off the three-point play in those final seconds. Gives the Chieftains back a 3-point lead here on Tonga Sports Live.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, and it'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward cross.
So quickly coming out of the timeout there. Both teams not wasting any time. Here's a 3-ball for Louisburg. Does not go. They're back down by 3, 17-14. And now a chance to cap off a 3-point play at the other end, as in the lane putting it up was Brown. And she was fouled, her first bucket of the game. Tied at 1 minute 34 seconds as the foul is given to Farrah Hulsa for her first. Can tie it up again, and they do.
15 minutes left in the game for Tonganoxie. Number 20, Melton into the game for Louisburg.
Already fourth tie in this ball game. Back and forth we go. And that ended an 8-0 run for the Chieftains. Shawnick spotted from behind. She is fouled. Chieftains are in the bonus now throughout the rest of this first half. And that's the third of the game on Jillian Asher. You see Coach Lane will try to pull her out and let her sit the rest of the second quarter. Another one from Shawnick. She's off to a great start at the line tonight. 4 for last 5, falling down. Second one in the air, does not fall, off to the right, and Brown's there to rebound for the Wildcats. Leading all scores, Alyssa Shawnick, 9 points. Brown to kick out to Melton. Down low they go. Puts it on the floor once. Goes up and over Schooler for the nice finish for Latham.
Nice. Oh, couldn't finish. Frustration foul there. She didn't know she should have made that bucket.
Now under a minute left to go. Hard screen. Shakes Brown loose. And a foul on the drive. They might get Shawnick with her second of the game, and they will. as that's now 14 fouls for Tongies. One more will put Louisburg in the bonus. Herrera coming off the bench, and Shonik will sit out the remainder of the second quarter. Unless if the Chieftains have a chance for the final shot to call timeout, most likely put her back in there. Whiting through defenders, can't bank it in. And Farrell also snacks it down for the rebound. Knocked loose by Whiting. And now off the fingertips of Herrera, somehow able to save it. A little bit helter-skelter there for the Chieftains, but able to keep control as they bring it back across the timeline and have 20 seconds to work with for the final shot. And forced foul there for Whiting. He'll pick up her second foul. Most importantly, we'll send Mariah Herrera to the free throw line with 16.2 seconds. So unless if that's a thing for Louisburg, if they want to hold on for the final shot, not entirely sure, but a chance to tie or retake the lead. There's Mariah Herrera. She knocks down the front end. Rest of the team already getting back, ready for defense. Second one for Herrera is short. Final seconds ticking down. Melton going to drive baseline, bowls over Herrera, and they're going to call her with the foul. Getting in the way of Melton as she was trying to work her way in the baseline and a kick out, and that's the 15th foul. So now 2 free throws will come to the line. Zaylee Melton, a 5'8" sophomore, one of the 3 sophomores they have on this varsity roster. Again, the rest filled out by juniors, and 1 freshman being Madeline Yoder.
Number 1, Shonik.
Like we said, Chieftains chance for the final shot. They can get the rebound here, so Shonik back into the game. Lila Carlton heads out.
I need to block out here.
Got to put it up. Maslak deflected. And that will do it in this first half. So the Chieftains will go into the halftime locker room down by 1, 20-19. A tight contest here after 2 quarters of action. We'll have our first cap analysis and breakdown, all that and plenty more to come up in the White Birch Properties halftime show coming up next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Transform the look and feel of your home with the perfect flooring from Midwest Carpet Center in downtown Tonganoxie. Discover a world of exquisite carpets, stunning hardwoods, and luxurious vinyl. With over 20 years of trusted service, they are your local flooring experts. And they're so much more than just carpet. Shop a variety of styles from quality brands like Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, Hortec, and so much more. From cozy living rooms to elegant bedrooms, sleek kitchens to stunning baths, you'll find it all at Midwest Carpet Center. Explore online at MidwestCarpetCenter.com.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back in here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and you are now watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house and lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call them today at 913-417-1007. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. Halftime, game one of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Wildcats here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. 20-19, Louisburg with the lead over the Chieftains in a tight back-and-forth contest to get this one started. The Chieftains scored the first couple of buckets in the game, back and forth through the first quarter. It ended at 7-5. Offense for both teams picked up a little bit more in that second quarter. A couple of lead changes, a couple of ties total for ties and lead changes so far. I believe we've had we've had 3 lead changes and 5 ties in this game so far. Like I said, back and forth in that first half. Wildcats took their first lead 10-7 in the second quarter. It was a 7-0 run they went on in the middle of that, and the Chieftains got a stop, and not too much later after that, they answered with their own 8-0 run. It was capitalized by Alyssa Schoenig getting the steal on defense, going down, going coast to coast, finishing through contact, and capping off the three-point play at the line to follow. She is the leading scorer so far in this game with 9 points. At halftime, Mariah Herrera with 6, and Addie Schooler and Sage Isaacs each with a bucket of their own. Jillian Asher, the leading scorer for the Wildcats, has got 5, and Latham coming off the bench has 4. Nobody else has 3 or more for Louisburg. As we sit here now, 2019, and for Tonganoxie in that first half, as I'll tell you what, I'm just going to scoot over here for a moment as we get doing this, as you put your headset back on, going on a quick snack run to the concession stands I could see. But we're talking about this first half for the Chieftains right now, and again, it was a slow start offensively for them, but overall still anybody's ball game right now. Just what are your thoughts, what are your takeaways from that first half?
Well, I think it's pretty evenly matched, obviously, but the Chieftains got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. They didn't turn it over this much against Bonner Springs. So I think in the second half they need to do a better job of doing that. And I don't think they're getting on the defensive boards quite nearly enough. I think they're giving up second chance points, so need to cut down on that. But they're still playing with a lot of intensity, so if they keep it up, they should be in this thing till the end.
Yeah, only 4 turnovers credited to them in that first half. 6 they have forced on Louisburg. Again, they were forcing those mistakes and the turnovers and capitalizing on points in the past few games. Tonight, not so much. They've had a hard time cashing in on those turnovers. And like you mentioned, I think it is pretty glaring for how well they crashed the boards last Friday at Bonner. Tonight hasn't been as great. They've been still making noise on the offensive boards, giving them second and third chances. But again, with just those shots not going down, it still has been a little bit slow going. So only down by 1, 20-19 from the free throw line, though, much better tonight. 2 of 4 for Louisburg, so a little bit less trips, only shooting 50% for the Chieftains. 7 of 10 total, so shooting 70% on the night. That's a good
much
clip.
Better.
And in a game that's tight and close like this, it could come down to, at the free throw line, if you miss 3 or 4, that could be the difference between a win and a loss.
Absolutely.
So we'll see.
You can't leave those points on the line when the game's in the balance.
Again, that was our first half analysis and breakdown on Tonganoxie Sports Live, brought to you by the Tonganoxie Public Library. They are Tonganoxie Public Library is proud to support the community and helping to provide exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. Learn more at their website at www.tonganoxielibrary.org.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Thinking about starting your next outdoor home project? Be sure to call 811 before you dig. After calling 811, wait a few days for utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags to avoid unintentionally hitting a utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt service in your area, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury. Southern Star asks you to help protect our community. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Okay, so we're back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, trying to get a little bit regrouped here. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Jordan. It looks like we just had a big 3-ball fall down
by Sage
for the Chieftains. Big one for Sage, gives it back a 2-point lead. Apologize, coming out of the gates just a little bit late here, but we get things started here in the third quarter with the Chieftains now up by 2, 22-20. Now 5 points on the night for Isaacs, but answering on the other end with a 3 of their own is Louisburg. One goes down for Whiting, also 5 points. Sage drives in the lane, kick to Shonick. Will drive in, gets around defenders and kisses it off the glass and count the bucket. Second foul of the game given to Coleman. And right back to the free throw line goes Alyssa Shonick. Had 3 of the 5 trips in that first half for Tonganoxie. Going 4 of 6. Comes up short here, but Addie Schooler.
Big rebound by Addie right there.
We had 4 total lead changes in that first half. We've already had 3 here in the span of the first minute of the third quarter.
Nice pass by Schooler. Good finish by Sage right there.
And now, with 7 points, extends the Chieftain lead to 3, 26-23.
Yeah, I think Sage now has 5.
Whistles underneath, and it'll be tagged to the Chieftains. It will be to Sage, and that will be her 3rd of the game.
She's gonna have to
No,
be
excuse
careful.
me,
No,
Schooler. Second of the game on Schooler. Maslak overrunning on the defense. Whiting puts up another 3. Hit one earlier, can't knock that one down. Kuhlman going up for it, gets knocked down, and they might tag that to Shawnick. We'll see.
Yep.
They will. So that's the 3rd of the game now for Alyssa.
Alyssa's going to have to be careful here. A lot of game to play. Oh, nice hands.
7
Herrera.
turnover for the Louisburg that Tonganoxie has forced. Herrera with it, head of steam. From the side of the bucket, it's good.
Nice little floater there, mid-range jumper.
Now 8 points on the night from Herrera. It's the largest lead of the night for the Chieftains at 5. And they called out on Shawnee. That's going to be her 4th, and she's definitely going to have to come out of the game. And it is.
Oh, wow,
that's a
that
big,
hurts.
huge call there. You see Coach Loomis as she's come to the sideline, just tapping his temple and saying, you got to be smarter. You got to think about that one.
Yeah.
And she will be out undoubtedly probably the rest of this the rest of this third quarter, and even for the first few minutes of the 4th. And that's already now 4 team fouls now for Tongi. That 3-ball a little short of the rim. Schooler collects the rebound and shoved from behind by Bruggen. She will now pick up her 3rd of the game, joining Asher with 3 fouls. Got Kuhlman and Whiting with 2 apiece. That's really it as far as any foul trouble for the Wildcats. Meanwhile, for the Chieftains, Schooler and Isaacs each with 2, and Shawnick obviously is picking up number 4.
Yeah, what's big about that, if they pick up another one, there's a lot of time, over 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. That will put the Wildcats in a bonus, which could be big.
And a 5-point contest nonetheless. Miss underneath, saving it is Sage.
Yeah, nice job by Sage there.
Off to a great third quarter is Sage Isaacs. Carlton put up a 3 on the last drive, gives to Isaacs, stops in the lane, bounces it out to Herrera, leaves it a little short, and Whiting takes it right away from her. Let's see if Herrera will contest. She will, and leaves it too strong off the glass for Whiting and misses a bunny.
And good hustle down there by Sage because she was able to pick that missed shot up quickly.
Open lane, stops at the right block. Right. Coach Lewis might have liked to have seen her try to go and finish that, put it up and off the glass, but instead works it back out beyond the perimeter, and another foul will be tagged here to Whiting. She now has picked up her 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, we've got 8 fouls here in this quarter.
Yeah, 4 team fouls apiece. As the Tweederbirds definitely have been out in this third quarter. A lot of whistles, but I can't say they haven't been unwarranted, though.
Oh, that's a bad turnover there.
Throws it over the head on Maslak. And there's the 5th team foul now for the Chieftains, and for Maslak, it'll be her 3rd. As before long at this rate, both teams going to be looking to be in some really, really deep foul trouble with their starters and might have to dig a little bit deeper into their benches. Only 2 trips to the line in that first half for Louisburg. Asher was one of them. She went 2 for 2. She knocks down the front end here. And second one on the way, it's good. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. Asher now with 7 points. It gets the Wildcats back within 1 possession, 28-25. Chieftains with the lead, 4:41 left to go in the third quarter.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Off the 2 free throws made at the line for Jillian Asher. Makes it back a 3-point game, and another takeaway here for Louisburg. 6th turnover of the game for the Chieftains. Kick, bank it in on points on the right side of the lane. Schooler has control of it. Chieftains just trying to get it over the timeline, poked away from behind by Asher. It'll still be Chieftain basketball, as this third quarter for both teams has not been the prettiest by any means.
No, it has not. Another foul.
Another trip to the line. So both teams now will be in the bonus. 4 minutes and 20 seconds still left in the third quarter. The first personal foul of the game picked up for Brown with Louisburg, number 23, sends Herrera to the line. Second trip on the night. She knocks down the front end. She went 1 for 2 on her last trip. So far at this pace, this game is definitely looking like whoever can had the higher percentage at the free throw line is going to go out and win this game. And right now, advantage Tonganoxie, shooting around mid-60s to low 70 mark on the night. As Herrera, with those 2 makes, has 10 points on the night, but a rebound underneath, and the putback is good for Latham, 6 points off the bench.
See, they didn't block out again, and came up with second chance points for Louisburg. Schooler did a nice job just going straight up and causing a miss. Wow.
First foul of the game for Latham. This will be the first trip to the line tonight for Emerson Masleg, and team fouls and personal fouls starting to rack up here in this third quarter. And to think if this would be happening last year before the team fouls reset at the end of each quarter. The second half could take a long, long time.
Yep.
Trying to extend this 3-point lead for the Chieftains. Straight in the air and falls right back down for Emerson Masleg. Schooler couldn't quite take it away. Collecting and count the bucket. No, they're going to say jump ball.
Oh, wow.
Jump ball. So calling off no goal. Possession arrow in favor of Louisburg, so they'll still have control of it. My goodness, and for Coach Lane is pretty frustrated right now, and quite frankly, I don't really blame her.
No, me either.
So take 2 points off the board for the Wildcats. They go inside, can't get it to go. Back up strong, still not falling. Latham, and here come the Chieftains back the other way. Up the floor we go. Masleg across the way was looking for Schooler off her right hand at the last second, and the Chieftains going just a little bit too fast there.
Yeah, they were a little out of control.
Both teams now with 7 turnovers in this game.
Masleg almost had another steal there.
34 Isaacs in the game for the Chieftains.
Isaacs will come back into the game. Addie Schooler will head out. She's Melton with it, driving left to Farrah Halsa underneath. Latham again, can't finish. And the low post. Whistles blow, and with somebody's foot on the baseline, it'll be Chieftain basketball. 3 minutes, 9 seconds still left to go in this third quarter. It felt like this third quarter, it's been the longest quarter we've had on the night by far.
No question.
This is following eerily close to the pace of the girls JV game that happened. This one poked from behind of Isaacs. Carlton there to control it. And he'll stay down here with the Chieftains off the possession arrow.
Good hustle by Lila there to keep the possession with the Chieftains.
33 Snows into the game for Louisburg.
And we'll have a quick timeout here by Coach Loomis. We'll go ahead and take it with him. This picture-in-picture timeout coming up, brought to you by S&S Auto Body.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back at the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Wait on the Wildcats to break their huddle out of the timeout. Chieftains with the lead, 31-27. They took it back. We had 3 lead changes in the first 3 field goals of this third quarter. Tongi took the last lead change, 24-23, and haven't looked back ever since. Also lost it for a moment on the floor. Gets it taken away. Melton coming the other way with it, dishes it to Whiting, but she walked with it. Another break here for the Chieftains. Turnover number 8 for Louisburg. And if you're a Wildcat fan there, you just got to slam the foot down the ground. Got to be a real frustrating sequence of events. Herrera trying to cross up, get past Whiting into the low post. Can't bank it in. Isaac soaring in, trying to keep it alive, and it's last off of a Wildcat.
Yes, nice job by Saves there. She crashed the boards.
Herrera on the inbounds. The lob is up. Isaacs brings it down, goes up strong with it, deflected, and collected underneath by Stoves.
Yeah, I think that was partially blocked.
It was. Pull up, 3 on the way, does not go. Ain't not a big fan of the shot selection there for Coach Lane of Louisburg. That 3 was put up by Brown. Another one.
Pretty
lost.
sloppy game right now on both sides.
Melton guarded by Maslak, finds the Stoves into the near corner to Whiting underneath. Kuhlman catch it, put up over Carlton, but couldn't get it to go. Up ahead, Isaacs gets behind the defense, collects, puts it up, just too far underneath the bucket. Couldn't get it to go. Here come the Wildcats back the other way. Brown with it will hand off to Kuhlman as the Wildcats are going to look to set up some kind of offense and get some momentum going, but it's swatted away and taken away from behind by Maslak. Going to have to go up and over Melton, and she does just that. Her first field goal of the game. 33-27 lead for Tonganoxie. On the other end, on the defense, it'll be the second foul of the game on Bariah Herrera. Xylee Melton, the 5'8" sophomore, to the line for Louisburg. First trip for her tonight. As the first one doesn't quite rattle in.
One Asher, 13 late in the game. Louisburg.
Second one on the way, just falls off the front iron. Getting the rebound over Hulsa. Melton now has it, puts it up, does not go.
Sage came down with it that time, though, with authority.
And Chieftains very Very fortunate. Isaacs goes up, blocked, and taken away by Latham. Asher coming on the left side, kicks out near corner. Whiting going to drive in on Carlton, up in the lane, goes up, doesn't go. Stows with the rebound, say that she was fouled. Now we'll stop the clock again. 55.2 seconds still left to play in this third quarter. And the third foul of the game for Isaacs.
That's the fourth on Sage, too. That's not good.
4 fouls for Shawnick. Now 4 fouls for Sage Isaacs. 2 vital key pieces of this Tonganoxie team facing very big foul trouble as Mariah Sneed will come in for Isaacs. She'll play out this remaining 55 seconds of the third quarter. Loose ball off the missed free throw, keeping it alive somehow. Whitey can't finish though, but it stays alive. Another offensive rebound for Louisburg. Goes up with Asher, can't finish with the right hand off the glass. Who wants it? Farrah also wants it.
Yeah,
Coach Loomis say, whoa, let's slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, they were really fortunate there. They gave up 4 open shots.
Maslak for 3. Does not go. High bounce. Whiting comes down with it. Hit the deck hard as Stowe. She gets up okay. So you're coming back in your screen momentarily. There she is. Whiting now with it. Trying to find Melton. Great defense for Farrah Halsa right on her tail. 9.9 seconds left to go in the third. As Addie Schooler will check back in. Mariah Herrera will come out. If there's been any kind of saving grace in this game so far for Tonganoxie, it has been the fact that Louisburg has not been able to knock down their free throw shots.
Yeah, for sure.
6 total points left at the line as they were down by 6, but that three-pointer cuts it in half. So second from downtown the game for Asher. She now has 10, and a wild third quarter comes to an end. Still anybody's ball game right now. 33-30 thanks to that Jillian Asher 3 ball as time was expiring in the third quarter. And we're actually going to keep it here for a moment. We do want to pass along some news. We got a couple of signings happening tomorrow here at Tonganoxie High School, and one of them being Isaiah Holthouse. He's going to sign on for his commitment to go play for Fort Hays and the Tigers coming up here this next fall season. One of the best wide receivers, not only in 4A, but the entire state, especially in eastern Kansas. And for Isaiah, and he will also be signing along with his teammate Jackson McWilliams as he's coming from a Chieftain to a Griffin as he's going to continue his football career at the next level. There was no doubt about it. It was just a question of where for both of those two young men. Again, both those happening tomorrow, February 7th, here at the Tonganoxie High School Commons area. I'm sure both kids and everyone would like, if you want to come out and support, feel free. But for us at Tongi Sports Live, we're going to be covering the Frontier League Boys Varsity Wrestling Tournament tomorrow at Spring Hill High School at 3 o'clock. So we want to pass on our congratulations both to Jackson and to Isaiah. And those two young men have very bright futures ahead of them academically and on the football field.
Yeah, no question. They're good people, too.
So we come back now, fourth quarter, getting started here on Tongi Sports Live. This is still anybody's ball game right now. Chieftains won the first matchup by 20. Much closer this time around. It's Wildcats only down by 3 as we get things started here in the fourth.
I kind of thought maybe Coach Loomis would go to a zone because of the foul trouble, but he chooses to stay man-to-man.
Shawnick back into the game with 4 fouls as well as Sage Isaacs, both of them with 4 fouls. As Maslak in on the drive is fouled. And team fouls reset at the end of each quarter, so we'll start from scratch, and it only takes 30 seconds before we pick up our first one of this quarter, and it's on Louisburg. And that's going to be the 4th of the game on Asher, so both teams really starting to get into territory of losing some critical key players due to foul trouble.
Yeah.
Shawnick on the inbound, lobs in. Schooler catches it, and a crowd of bodies does not fall. Takes a couple bounces off the back iron, but does not fall.
That was a good find by Alyssa and a nice try by Schooler. Did everything but go down.
Whiting just from beyond the free throw line. It's good over Maslak.
Yeah, and Whiting's having a game. Well, the Wildcats.
It's now 7 points for her in this game. Another one doesn't fall. Come back the other way.
Way too hard. Stop the ball.
Kuhlman, head of steam, just goes around Isaacs but can't finish. Melton with a rebound underneath, though, keeps us alive for Louisburg.
Yeah, another offensive board by the Wildcats. That's really been hurting the Chieftains this entire game.
And the lane, Kuhlman shook free, still can't get it to go. And talk about a rough night shooting from the field. None other than Ashley Kuhlman, a 5'11 junior. It's been a tough night for her. Schooler gets it, leaves it a little short on the contest. On the other end, that's Brugan underneath. Foot on the line, long range two, straight in the air. Schooler comes away with the rebound, swatted loose. Schoenig tried to save it, foot on the baseline. That will keep it down here with the Wildcats.
So
and
another possession.
Yeah, 50-50 ball. Not exactly sure who they're going to say that was out on, but nonetheless, love the effort from Schoenig. Now the Wildcats straight away. Whiting, it's good. And like you mentioned, she's really starting to heat up. She gives the Wildcats back the lead here in the fourth, 34-33. Isaacs knocked down a three earlier. Going to try to drive in and kick out. Schoenig coming around, tries to go up and over, but can't do it. Was trying to get it to fall in over the outstretched arms of the defender. Left it just a little offline. Melton back out. Kuhlman for three. Doesn't go. Melton again with the rebound, and that's going to be no jump ball. I thought that was good.
That was the last one on Sage.
Thought initially. And a big one as the possession arrow favors Tonganoxie. Huge break there.
Yeah, they dodged a bullet there.
Schoenig stopped in the lane. Maslak, three ball, doesn't go. And that's what the Chieftains, I feel like they've just been waiting for this entire game of who's going to make that big shot to really start to separate and put the Chieftains out in front and on the way to pick up win number 4 on the season, but it hasn't gone down yet. Three is long. And a rebound pulled in by Alyssa Schoenig. That one no good from Lane. She hit one earlier in the first half. Hasn't had another bucket since. Schoenig through the lane, through defenders, draws the foul on the floor. A bucket wouldn't have counted anyways. And there's another foul for the Wildcats. And that's another one for Lane. That's her third, second team foul for Louisburg. 4 minutes, 56 seconds. It looked like Carleton was going to sub into the game, but quickly comes back over to the bench. Loomis will roll with the squad out there. Schoenig, Schooler, Isaacs, Maslak, and Herrera. That shot from Schoenig doesn't go. Off to the left. Rebound pulled in by Kuhlman. Here she comes the other way with it. Passes left. Here's Lane, calling for it down low. Not looking away, though, is Brugan. Whiting trying to direct traffic. Gets a screen from Brugan. Can't shake off of Maslak. A lot of dribbling around here. Try to deflect in. There's the 5th of the game.
A reach-in foul.
So the Chieftains are going to have to play this rest of the game. 4 minutes, 26 seconds without Sage Isaacs.
That's going to hurt. She's been a force tonight.
7 total points on the night. And one of the best at crashing the boards and defensive hearts for Tonganoxie. And they're going to have to find a way to try to close out this game without her. Catch and shoot way off the mark from Kuhlman. Really having a rough night from the field. And Loomis will take a timeout here. Going to get his team to regroup here. Down by 1. We're nearing the halfway mark of the rest of the ball game. 4 minutes, 18 seconds, 34-33 lead for the Wildcats over the Chieftains on Tongi Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information.
We'll have an inbounds for Herrera in front near the Tongi student section, able to find it into Shauna. In case you're just now joining us, tight ball game, 34-33. Sage Isaacs is fouled out. And Alyssa Shaunick has 4 fouls for the Chieftains as they're trying to come and close this one out against Louisburg. That shot not going for Maslak. Up strong with it is Schooler. And the Chieftains retake the lead.
Big bucket there and rebound by Schooler.
Second bucket of the game for the young freshman, making her second start at the varsity level tonight, filling in for the injured Lakin Bennett. And the biggest bucket of the night right now gives the Chieftains back a 1-point lead. Now trying to get the stop on defense. In the hands of Lane, will hand to Melton, and swatted away, reaching in there as Herrera comes away with the turnover. 9 total on the night for Louisburg. And if you're the Chieftains, try to run the offense here and get some points to go in. Melton collides with Shaunick and gets called for the foul. And I believe that is now the 3rd team foul of the quarter for Louisburg. It is 2nd of the game for Melton, number 20, as Asher will check back in for Wildcats. And we got game 2 of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Wildcats coming up about 15 minutes after the conclusion of this game here. We're going to be more closer to 8 o'clock before that one gets started here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Shaunick through the drive through 2 defenders, can't get it, but pokes it away from Kuhlman. Here she is with it from Herrera. Leaves it short, but she's there underneath for the rebound. Maslak trying to clear out, finds Carlton, extra pass. Big one for Herrera. Doesn't go. And Wildcats very fortunate there that Tongi didn't capitalize. Yeah. But Whiting open in the lane, and just like that, Louisburg back with the lead.
Missed assignment there.
Good feed. Herrera to Schooler is fouled. Got a chance to earn him at the line. Another good game put out by Mariah Herrera. Ninth strip of the night for Tonganoxie. First of the game for Addie Schooler. Comes up a little too strong and off to the right on the front end. So best we can do is tie on this next attempt. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the ball game. Second one from Schooler. It's good. And a way to settle in from the young freshman. Shake off the first miss. Now we are tied yet again in this game, 36-all. Whiting looking for help underneath. Puts the ball on the floor. Jump ball called. I'll keep it down here with Louisburg. Just a quick timeout here for Louisburg. We'll take another picture-in-picture timeout here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
The following is a
Sorry about that, folks. Back here, the fourth tied at 36 all. This is the sixth tie of this game, and we've had 10 total lead changes. The next one's going to be number 11. As you cannot get much more back and forth contest than that. Kuhlman on the inbound, dribbling around to the right side. Kick out lane, space for three, doesn't go. Kuhlman underneath, poked away from Herrera from behind. Great recovery. Knocking it out, so we'll force the Louisburg inbounds as we're getting close to 2 minutes left in the ballgame.
I thought that was going to be a foul.
Initially. The way the whistles were flying in the third quarter,
yeah,
no one can blame you. And the rough night continuing for Kuhlman.
Another good rebound by Schooler.
He's had plenty of good looks underneath, just haven't been able to get one to go down. All of them just a little too strong. She's too amped. Herrera knifes in, gives to Schooler, who finishes on the left side as
we're watching
second time in this fourth quarter those two have hooked up.
And again, we're watching another freshman grow up right in front of our eyes.
7 points on the night for Schooler.
Nice
Gets a
block.
deflection and controls it. Another big stop on defense. Wildcats are going to have the ball back. It'll be under a minute and a half left in the game, though. Schooler again
just missed it.
Doesn't quite go. They would have put the Chieftains up by 4. Looking for another big stop here are the Chieftains. Up by 2, and it's stolen away by Whiting. Shawnick takes it away. Turnover number 10 on the night for Louisburg. The Wildcats have 14 fouls, so one more would send the Chieftains to the free throw line, but when are they going to start doing it? It's only a 2-point game there, but no shot clock at the high school level. Schooler
again
doesn't go. Tipped out by Carlton. 50-50 ball. Shawnick with it. Jump ball will keep it down here with the Chieftains. 46.9 seconds left in the game. Melton will check in.
And now if you're the Chieftains, you have to make them foul you.
Full timeout. Taking for Coach Loomis. Going to try to draw something up here. And this is interesting if you're Coach Loomis. Do you tell them just catch the ball and dribble it around till they foul you?
Yes.
Or do you really try to draw something up and try to finish the ball game?
If he may surprise me, but I'd put it in Shawnick's hands and make him foul her. Because she's been deadly from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, 5 of 8 on 4 trips tonight for Alyssa Shawnick. She's had the most looks at it so far, and the Chieftains have been much better from the free throw line. And it's going to be the big story if they end up holding on to this 2-point lead and winning this contest, that the fact that they had struggled in the past couple of weeks from the free throw line, under 50% for multiple games in a row, and finally tonight shooting around, I haven't quite gotten the full calculation in, but the last time I did, they're shooting at a 68% clip on night and even made a couple since then, so they're around 70%.
I think the Chieftains should run some clock and then drive the ball and try and pick up the foul and try and make it a 2-possession game if they can.
Yeah, right at a 66.6% mark from the line tonight for Tonganoxie. We'll see what Coach Loomis decided to come up with here. Shawnick is going to be on the inbounds. They're going to lob it into Herrera.
Yeah, they're going to back off.
Oh, no, but they threw it away. That's the absolute last thing you didn't need if you're the Chieftains there, and that's going to give Louisburg at least 42 seconds to work with.
Went right through their legs.
For the lead, Kuhlman leaves it short. Schooler off her hands, though, will keep it down here. Yeah, the sports gods would have been really poetic if Kuhlman would have knocked that down for how rough of a night she has had shooting from the field. And off the hands of Addie Schooler. We'll keep it here with the Wildcats melting the inbound. 32.8 seconds. Fouled is Kuhlman. She'll have a chance to tie it at the line. Herrera can't believe it. 30.9 seconds left in the game, and what looked like how quick things could turn around. Looked like Tongi in position, in the driver's seat to end the game. Instead, Wildcats had the chance for the tie, but missing on the front end. Kuhlman.
The Chieftains are fortunate that Louisburg's just been really bad at the line tonight.
That's it. They have now missed 5 straight from the line. Second one on the way for Kuhlman. It's good.
Keep it in her hand. There you go.
So even if she makes both these free throws coming up, that's a 15 foul for Lewisburg.
It's still a one possession.
Exactly.
Game.
Shanik at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Quiet Jim for Alyssa Shanik. Big free throws on the way. First one. Good.
Lieutenant Carlton into the game for Tonganoxie.
Need this one here to make it a 3-point ball game. 29.2 left to go in the fourth. Just can't get it to go. Still a loose ball. Boxing out Schooler underneath was Bruggen. Wildcats get tie or potentially take the lead with a big one. It's in the hands of Bruggen up top. Kuhlman, another look. That one's good, and Lewisburg has the lead. Final seconds, winding down, timeout taken by Tonganoxie. And Kuhlman hasn't seen a shot gone down for the majority of the night. And when they need it the most from straight away downtown, knocks it down and gives them the 1-point lead, 40-39, 10.5 seconds to work with. Coach Lim has got to draw something up here, a potential game winner on the other side here on Tongi Sports Live.
Transform the look and feel of your home with the perfect flooring from Midwest Carpet Center in downtown Tonganoxie. Discover a world of exquisite carpets, stunning hardwoods, and luxurious vinyl. With over 20 years of trusted service, they are your local flooring experts. And there's so much more than just carpet. Shop a variety of styles from quality brands like Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, Hortec, and so much more. From cozy living rooms to elegant bedrooms, sleek kitchens to stunning baths, you'll find it all at Midwest Carpet Center. Explore online at MidwestCarpetCenter.com.
Now or never for Coach Loomis's squad, down by 1, 40-39. The big 3-ball falling for Ashlyn Kuhlman. He's got 6 points total on the night. Who are you trying to get in the hands of right now if you're Coach Loomis during that timeout?
I think you want Shanik to take this last shot.
She's going to inbound. It's going to get to Herrera. Fakes to give to Shanik. They only need a 2 for Herrera. Doesn't go. Underneath, fighting for it. And a foul is called. It's going to be coming back to the other end. It's still going to be a 1-possession game regardless if the free throws are made here. At worst case, Chieftains will still have a chance to tie with a 3-pointer. Well, instead, it's only the 13th foul, so I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I apologize about that. So we'll have an inbounds here for Lewisburg. So now for Tongi, got to defend here. Again, the story of the night we were talking about from the free throw line, how great the Chieftains have been tonight. And really, it goes even further back to that. It goes to that possession coming out of that last timeout under a minute left. You inbound it. And it was into Mariah Herrera. You saw her immediately going back to half court like they were going to drown out. They're going to try to drain the rest of this clock out or force Lewisburg to foul them. You turn it over, throw it away, and the next thing you know, 4.8 seconds left to go in the game. You still have 2 more fouls you got to get up quick here before you can put Lewisburg in the bonus and even send them to the line for a chance for free throws. In a 1-point game, the Wildcats, you definitely are in the driver's seat right now. And again, how poetic is it that Ashley Kuhlman, that didn't see a shot go down the entire night for most of the part, knocks down the big one that could potentially, and most likely, at least where things stand right now, win the ball game for Louisburg, barring a big takeaway here for the Chieftains.
Well, if you don't get a steal, you got a foul immediately.
6 ties, now 11 lead changes after that big three for Kuhlman. She's going to inbound it here for the Wildcats. Looking for Asher, trapped in the corner, but contact from behind.
Oh,
no, they say she stepped on the baseline. Say that she stepped on the baseline, so Chieftains are going to have a crack at it here. 3.3 seconds. And what a break there for Tongi. Can they capitalize? In the hands of Shawnick.
3.3 is what it was.
And now they moved it to 2.4, so taking some time off. Well, now they're going to talk about it. Now I think they're going to take it to 3.3.
Yeah, that's where it should be. Because
not exactly how the process, we don't necessarily have instant replay or anything, but
the infraction took place before the ball was inbounded, so you got to put the time back on the clock.
3.3 put back up for the ball game for Tongi. Shawnick for three, leaves it short. Maslak can't put it back up in time, and Wildcats steal one in Chieftain Arena. 40-39, and they get revenge from December 1st. And what a game it was, all the way down to the wire. 6 ties, 11 lead changes. Couldn't ask for much of a better game here. If you're a Tongi or a Louisburg fan, I guess you could if you're Tongi, given you come up on the short end. As we briefly pause in here to the Brothers Market post-game show. You can check out their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com, where they treat you like family and where we treated to another great Frontier League contest here tonight, partner. Just give us your thoughts and your takeaways.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to give Louisburg a lot of credit for, after getting beat by 20 points by this crew, back in December they come back and they're able to get a 1-point win on the road. So that you take your hats off to them, but the Lady Chieftains just made a few too many turnovers and gave up too many second chance points, but man, what a game.
Well, what a game it was indeed. And even for Louisburg, throughout the line tonight, going a total of 5 of 12. That's 41.6% for anyone at home that is interested. And that was what it was looking like was going to be the deciding factor, how great Tongi was from the line tonight, keeping them at that 2, 3, 4-point advantage throughout. And then at the very end, Alyssa Shawnick goes to the line, makes the first attempt. It's a 3-point game, chance to make it 4 points, misses a little bit. And then next thing you know, Wildcats coming back the other way. And Ashley Kuhlman knocks down the big 3 ball that the Wildcats were looking for. Like we mentioned, both these teams were just looking for that one shot, that big final shot in this game to put it away. And it was Ashley Kuhlman that stepped up big time for her team. 6 total points on the night, but none bigger than the 3 that she hit in the final seconds to put the Wildcats up 40-39. And that was all she wrote for the Chieftains. Again, we said during the SS Body pregame show that even though you beat this team by 20 back in December 1st, a lot of time has passed, and that was the very first game of the season. This was a different squad for Louisburg, also a different squad for Tonganoxie. Again, not having Lincoln Bennett in the lineup, Addie Schooler's in there. I'm sure there's been some changes for Louisburg along the way as well, but the Wildcats came into tonight and hung around with the Chieftains. I think the largest lead for either team was like 5 or 6 points on the night.
It was, and it was close all night long. So, we were treated to a good ball game here in the first one. Let's hope we get another one here with the boys.
Yeah, for the first time this year, our player of the game, the Kevin Gallagher American Family Insurance player of the game. Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving Tonganoxie for over 25 years. For all your insurance needs, home, life, auto, and more, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is there to serve you every step of the way. And this is always an award. We can always go either way with it for tonight. But I think tonight it's really, really hard to justify. If we don't give it to Ashley Kuhlman, who else would we give it to in this game for knocking down eventually what would go down as the game-winning shot for her team?
Yeah, I would agree with you, partner. And, I think the player of the game for Tongi tonight was Schooler. And, I mean, you could give it to Shawnick, every game if you wanted to. But Addie Schooler came in and filled the shoes of a senior, just being a freshman. And I thought she played outstanding.
Yeah, playing one of her best games, finishing 7 points on the night, tied with Alyssa Shawnick for lead scorer for the Chieftains. It would be my vote for the player of the game. Mariah Herrera, 10 points on the night, came up big on defense, swatting some balls loose, coming away with some takeaways. She's been playing some great basketball in back-to-back games now. Look for that to continue later on as we move along here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Speaking of moving along on Tonganoxie Sports Live, let's take a look at what's coming up here. This is the rest of what we got coming up outside of any postseason action here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. The only exception is we will have tomorrow. If you look on our YouTube page on Tonganoxie Sports Live, you will see there is a broadcast for tomorrow, February 7th. That'll be the Boys Frontier League varsity tournament that'll be taking place, wrestling tournament I should say, that'll be taking place live at Spring Hill High School. It'll be covered by Spring Hill Sports Live. It'll essentially be like a simulcast. That's exactly what it's going to be on Thursday when the Chieftains go there for basketball. But you can still watch the league wrestling coverage tomorrow on Tonganoxie Sports Live, as well as all of our other Frontier League school channels. That's Louisburg, Spring Hill, Paola, Eudora, and Baldwin. So for any wrestlers, you can tune into that, and you can see as you're looking ahead on Saturday, February 17th, you and I will be here for regional championships in wrestling. Really, really excited, really looking forward to that one. A lot of great schools and teams are going to be coming in, and a lot of wrestlers are going to be looking to punch their ticket to state, and all that will be taking place right here inside of Chieftain Arena. We'll be broadcasting a call and play-by-play for the semifinals and the finals that day, but we will get here, we will get some cameras set up, and we will have a constant stream throughout the day going, so you guys can listen and follow along. And then I know there's going to be some Chieftains in the semifinals and finals. We will call those matches as they go along. In between those, outside of basketball, again, we got Thursday at Spring Hill and a simulcast with the Spring Hill Sports Live crew here back at home for the final two home games. Senior night's going to be one of those nights. The 13th against Baldwin and the 16th. That 16th is a Friday, Tuesday the 13th for Baldwin, but Friday the 16th here at home against the Paola Panthers. And then we wrap it up on the road February 20th at Ottawa. And then from there, we will wait and see who the Chieftains, if they qualify for the postseason, who they will play in the opening round, and if we'll be able to broadcast that game. Again, that's why I encourage everybody, if you haven't already, to go and like and follow us on Facebook at Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie, so you can stay up to date with upcoming broadcast announcements. We send all the links out the day of broadcasting game days and all that and plenty of more. Again, follow us and like us, Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie, and check out our website at varsitysportslive.com. That'll do it. Game one coverage of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Wildcats. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back with more coming up next year on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back at the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are
robots taking over the world? Yes.
Never mind.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Thinking about starting your next outdoor home project? Be sure to call 811 before you dig. After calling 811, wait a few days for utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags to avoid unintentionally hitting a utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt service in your area, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury. Southern Star asks you to help protect our community. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
All right, back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Chieftains Insurance. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, give them a call at 913-369-6600. Traded to a good one in game one of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Wildcats from Louisburg, and it's a 39-40 game. Wildcats defeating the Chieftains off an Ashley Kuhlman 3 in the final seconds that put the Wildcats back in front, and it was enough for them to hold on and win this ball game, dropping the first matchup back on December 1st by 20 points, and they come into tonight and win the game by 1 point against the Chieftains. Dylan Funk still here alongside Dennis Drennan, getting ready for game two of our doubleheader. So he's talked about in the last game for the Chieftains, they got on top of the Wildcats early in that game. They got it up to a double-digit lead, really flustered the Wildcats, and they never really looked back. Meanwhile, in that second half of that game back on December 1st, these Wildcats came out, got on top of the Chieftains early, had them down. The offense was slow going for Coach Jones's squad, but they came out, scorched earth in the second half, and that was a real breakout game for Owen Schmidt, his first time starting at the varsity level on the hardwood for Coach Loomis, and the Chieftains came oh so close. They fell just short, 53-51, and in the middle of playing their best stretch of basketball right now, coming off another loss this past Friday at Bonner Springs after winning against Heritage Christian that past Thursday, and then a week ago right here in Chieftain Arena dropping a game to Blue Valley Southwest. So even losers of two of their last three, this is still a team that is showing a lot of promising flashes and moments as they're looking to get some revenge here tonight against Louisburg.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. They got them on our home court tonight, and they're going to try and take it to them and get a little bit of revenge. And I'm not sure what kind of effect this will have on seeding for the postseason. I don't know if they'll, as far as qualifying for the postseason, but definitely need to take care of the home court advantage here. So hopefully they can come up with the win tonight.
Well, it's both teams, and you're looking just at overall records, and it can make a difference as far as it could be the difference of going on the road and maybe playing Atchison or going on the road and playing a Bishop Miege team. Like it can be a little bit of a difference maker like that. But as far as Tongi and Louisburg coming in 6-8 overall on the year. Tonganoxie 5-10. So both teams right around that same area. This would be a big one for the Chieftains if they can again defend the home court and pick up the win. But man, this is a stretch for the Chieftains again here at Louisburg. They go on the road this Thursday at Spring Hill, and a Spring Hill Broncos team that has struggled this entire season. So all of a sudden, if you're able to flip the script a little bit, you get back-to-back wins, get some more of that momentum back under your belt before you lost 2 games last week, and everything's really setting up in front of the Chieftains, and they can potentially make some noise coming up in the postseason. Remember, the Chieftains, both varsity teams, weren't able to qualify last year, so both of them looking to get back into the action this year. The boys and girls team both on the cusp of doing just that. They have to finish the season strong here for both of them coming down the stretch. As you've been watching the S&S Body pregame show on Tonganoxie Sports Live since 1972, they've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game today and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call and make your appointment today at 913-369-3193. We're going to step aside for a brief moment here. We'll be back here soon on Tonganoxie Sports Live for your starting lineups presented by Team Tongi.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. For Louisburg, number 0, the 6'5" junior, Conley Hovey. For Tonganoxie, number 2, the 5'7" senior, Sakaya Glover. For Louisburg, number 1, the 5'9" senior, Nathan Parker. For Tonganoxie, number 11, the 6' senior, Alex Crowley. For Louisburg, number 2, the 5'10" senior, Luke Hill. For Tonganoxie, number 13, the 6'1" junior, Noah Carlson. For Louisburg, number 5, the 6' senior, Brady Hickey. For Tonganoxie, Number 23, the 5'10" sophomore, Lachlan McCray. For Louisburg, number 22, the 6'2" senior, Brock Bose. And for Tonganoxie, number 24, a 6' junior, Owen Schmidt. Head coaches for this evening's game, for Louisburg, Ben Dahl. For Tonganoxie, Phil Jones.
And again, those were your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Team Tongi. To learn how you can help make a difference and to learn about upcoming Team Tongi events, check out their website at www.teamtongi.com. The same five out there for the Chieftains. On the other side, Hovey, Parker, Hill, and Vose. You also have Hickey on there, number 5. Chieftains rallied late in the first matchup. Opened the season back on December 1st, came just 2 points shy on the road at Louisburg in the first matchup. We'll see how the second one turns out here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, as Louisburg will have the opening possession. Tonight's keys of the game brought to you by First Security Bank. You check out their friendly staff, the new locally owned bank in Tonganoxie at 415 Stone Creek Drive. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics as they get it down to the big body of Hovey. Comes down with his own rebound, goes up strong, still doesn't go. Tipped around, and the Chieftains come away with it. It's now time for our keys of the game, brought to you by First Security Bank.
Well, they need to block out better on the defensive boards. As you just saw, they got a couple of 3 extra shots there, so hopefully they can do that. And they need to knock down shots tonight. They really haven't shot the ball all that well.
And they had a blowout game here at home when they defeated the Pleasant Ridge Rams. That offense was clicking that night. And since then, have been trying to find their footing and get back into it. They had it this past Thursday on a game that wasn't here on Tongi Sports Live at Heritage Christian Academy against the Chargers.
Yeah, we missed that one.
A game that sounded like they were doing really well. We were here doing the dinner and the dual broadcasts, wrestling senior night, and their home duel against Holton. This is a team looking to get back on the right side. Losers of 2 of their last 3 last week. And an early turnover here as Glover points to Tsukaya and says, my bad. Felt he was a little bit behind on that cut in the lane. His first turnover of the game for the Chieftains. We were talking with Coach Jones as we were heading out of the game this past Friday against Bonner, and he admitted to us, he said, that game against Heritage Christian, got over late, didn't get home late. Buses didn't pull into the high school here until about 11:30 at night, and said that his team was, you could tell they were pretty exhausted, pretty tired, coming up short on their shots. Had some time to rest over the weekend. We'll see how much that plays a factor here. That 3 ball doesn't go for Lachlan McRae. Still looking for our first points of the game, just a little over a minute and a half into this one.
Yeah, you could tell they were really tired in that Bonner game.
Crossover, drive in by Parker, gives it to Hovey at the last second. Goes up strong and is able to finish. And that is why Conley Hovey is going to be our player spotlight tonight, brought to you by Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. Comes in on the roster listed 6'5" and only a junior, and he is strong, so strong, and has his ways. He can take over a game down low in the post. We've seen the Chieftains not having a whole lot of height on that roster try to combat somebody like that. We'll see how they handle Hovey tonight. There's a big 3 for Owen Schmidt. Picking up right where he left off at Louisburg. Again, he just went nuclear in that second half against the Wildcats, helping the Chieftains surge and come back into that game. So he knocks down his first one here. First lead for Tongi, 3-2. Hickey to kick out. Parker, the shot doesn't go. Hovey on the rebound again through 2 defenders. Goes up, airmails it. And they're going to get a push in the back on Alex Crowley as he was fighting for Brock Vose for that rebound. And again, another big body presence for Louisburg. It's going to be so crucial for Tongi tonight to get a body-on-body off the boards.
Well, you may have to go to a zone if you're Coach Jones, or think about it anyway, to kind of combat that size difference.
Hovey again bikes it in. He's got all 4 so far. McRae stops, gives to Carlton, trying to go to work on Hovey. Overhead pass to Schmidt. Saves it from going out of bounds. Crowley drives on Parker, double team. Parker got a hand in there. He's got to get called for it. He'll pick up his first foul of the game. Second team foul for Louisburg. Schmidt on the inbounds. Guarded by Vose, finds it to McRae, guarded by Parker. Stops it, just shuffled the feet a little bit too much. Coming over on the help defense was Hill. Caused him to shuffle the feet just enough and turn the ball over. Second of the game already for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, they need to cut down on that. I think they're going to have to start double teaming that post. That's where they're getting hurt.
Straight away, Parker three. No good.
Oh,
Conley
wow.
again, but knocking it away is Alex Crowley. Hovey had it dead to rights, and Crowley just swatting it away.
Yeah, that's a good job by Alex there.
Schmidt finding Glover near the right wing. Going to come back near the top, stops, rifles it over to McRae. He's guarded by Hill.
Chieftains trying to solve this tough man-to-man defense here.
Louisburg bench now starting to get loud, applying their team for the good effort on the defensive floor. Carlton would go in over Hovey, can't finish with the left hand. Glover, a rebound underneath, kicks out. Blocked by McRae. It's good.
Nice assist by Zakiah Glover there. Getting an offensive rebound and finding the open shooter.
Parker to kick out to Hill. He can't handle it. It's a turnover. First of the game for the Wildcats.
11 Miles Lewis, 13 Schultz, and 20 Melton into the game for Louisburg.
We have a trio of substitution, including Miles Vose in for Louisburg. Another foul picked up here in the first of the game on Hickey, number 5, third team foul for Louisburg. Just a little over 3 minutes left to go in this opening quarter. Carlton finding McRae, trying to come back over to the left side, finds Crowley. And tight, lock seal tight. Man-to-man defense here for the Wildcats. A drive and a kick out. Carlton gets by one defender. Another kick out. McRae hit one earlier and hits another one here. And that's a good way of breaking it right there. 9-4 lead for the Chieftains, up 5.
Chieftains staying in that man-to-man.
Trying to end the quick 6-0 run, but can't do it as Hickey comes up short. Rebound Crowley, gives to McRae. Full head of steam. Over on the right side, gives to Glover and a head fake. Chieftains, they're going to keep moving the ball around. Zipping it in there, looking for Carlton, defending down low. It's James Melton, a 6'4" senior. As we'll have Anthony Rowe check in for the first time tonight, along with Jason Byrne for Tonganoxie. Loose ball, Miles Vose, guarding Byrne, but he's able to track it down and give it to Alex Crowley. Schmidt, another drive and a kick out. McRae guarded up there by Schultz. Crowley will let it fly for 3 and knock it down. The 4th 3-ball of the game. All points for Tongi have come from downtown tonight.
Yeah, we said they needed to do a better job of shooting. So far, so good.
And you don't want to fall in love with that 3-ball, obviously, but so far when they keep falling like this, don't mind taking a couple. Almost another one turned over. Keeping the toes inbounds. Miles Vose, give credit to him. That keeps it alive here for Louisburg in need of some points here. Rowe almost knocking that one loose in the hands of Schultz. Goes in on McRae, and an offensive foul extending that forearm. The official's right on top of it. That's the 4th team foul of the quarter. 1 minute, 5 seconds. Cater Albert and Zakiah Glover back in for the Chieftains. And again, almost exact opposite of what it was like to start the game back on December 1st at Louisburg.
Yeah. That's their 5th, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And the second of the game on Hickey, if that's who they give it to.
I believe Zakiah will be shooting too. Now this is important too, big guy, because you got to knock down these free throws. They missed way too many at Bonner Springs.
They do. And we've talked about it many times and many points this year where the Chieftains have find themselves close in games and have struggled from the free throw line. Most notoriously that first meeting against Bonner that was here at the first round of the Tongi basketball tournament. In a game you end up losing by 6 or 7 points. You missed 7 or 8 free throws that night. So they can loom large, but in a game like this, all the momentum on your side here, you want to try to keep slamming that door shut as much as you can. And a great start for Zakiah, knocking down the front end. Parker will check back in, and number 5, Brady Hick, a 6-foot senior, will head out for Louisburg. He picked up his 2nd personal foul. 2nd free throw up coming from Glover. Rattles it in. Well, Carlton will check in. He's joined out there with Glover, Albert, Byrne, and Rowe. Lead now up to 10 for the Chieftains over the Wildcats. Schultz trying to go in on Rowe, extended that arm again. No call. Glover tried to knock it loose and is going to get called for the reach in.
Kind of a late call.
A little bit. Seen a couple of those tonight. And a chance to end this run by the Chieftains at the line for Luke Schultz, 6'2 junior, coming off the bench tonight for head coach Ben Dahl, his first year as a head coach, replacing Ty Fenistel as the head coach from last year's squad. Knocking down the front end for Schultz. Second one upcoming, has the Chieftain lead to 9, and he'll stay at 9. The long rebound tracked in by Cater Albert. Glover weaving through another tight pass to Rowe, gives up top to Albert. Chieftains approaching 30 seconds left to go in the first. Have plenty of time to work with on this possession. Rowe guarded by Schultz, gives back to Glover near the left elbow. He's guarded up by Miles Vose. A lot of moving around beyond the arc for the Chieftains. Now they try to go inside. Glover, defense collapse. Cater Albert, 3 on the way. Does not go. Tipped out by Miles Vose. Schultz able to track it down near the baseline front of the scorer's table. And now the Wildcats a chance with the final shot. Vose will try to go coast to coast. Comes up short. Tipped out to Carlton. Good if it goes, but it's going to be just a little bit short. And a great first quarter online it was indeed. As a great first quarter for the Chieftains comes to an end. Your score, Tongi 14, Louisburg 5. 3 more to go here on Tongi Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
get the second quarter started. Chieftain basketball, and they have the lead 14-5 over Louisburg Wildcats. Saw 3 lead changes in that first quarter, no ties. As the Chieftains came out hot, as you had 12 of their total 14 points coming from beyond the three-point line. This is a wedgie here from Cater Albert. Jump ball possession going back over to Louisburg. And of all people, Miles Vose going to try to jump up and knock that ball loose. Now comes Schultz. Vose listed at 5'8" on the roster. Incredible hops. And so I'm just saying, with all the size and height and length that Louisburg carries on the roster, Miles Vose was the first one to try to pick that wedge. Yeah, I give a lot of credit to him. He's the one with the ball right now, going over to the left side after bringing it across the timeline. Finds it to Parker, number 1. Chieftain defense trying to swarm. Yep. Parker going to drive left to Glover, gets by him, puts it on the glass, is fouled, and that's going to be the second of the game on Sakiah Glover. As the quickness of Parker just going right by him, had an open lane to that left side of the bucket. We'll have a chance to earn him at the free throw line. Lachlan McRae and Owen Schmidt come back in. Lachlan lead scored that first quarter for both teams with 6 total points. Couple 3 balls going down. Second one on the way from Parker. He goes 2 for 2. Doubled up lead here for the Chieftains, 14-7. We're just getting things started here in the second quarter. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Had a great game. Game 1 of our doubleheader here on Tongi Sports Live. It was a 1-point contest. Louisburg finishing victorious, 40-39 over the Lady Chieftains.
It's fun to watch.
Yep, and this one could potentially be another Instant Classic in the makings. Their first matchup back in December, decided by 2. Louisburg with the victory, 53-51. Always pass, couldn't handle it. It was Rowe. Was able to keep control and gives it back to Crowley. Sets the screen. Schultz still keeping up with him. Out to Schmidt. Extra pass. Carlton trying to drive, but walked with it. Again, this defense hasn't been allowing many drive and penetration options for Tonganoxie. We've seen it when they've been able to kick it out, though, to the man beyond the three-point line. They've shown the capability to knock them down early in this game, and that's really important because we've seen them this year. If those shots weren't going down, it leaves a high chance that Tonga goes cold the rest of the game. That's Hovey underneath again. 6 of the 9 points he has.
They're going to have to get weak side help from him, or he's going to hurt them.
As Louisburg trying to claw back into this one, now only down by 5. Chieftains trying to answer with a bucket. Crowley, long 3. Leaves it short. And again, those are the kind of shots you don't want to fall in love with the rest of the way if you're the Chieftains. No. Bowes wasting no time, bringing it down the floor. Now in the hands of Parker. Hesitated, wanted to take that 3 pump fake, but it was in the air. He walked with it. Second turnover of the game for Louisburg. 3 so far for the Chieftains. As Rowe will head out of the game. So it's Crowley, McRae, Rowe, Carlton, and Schmidt, the 5 out there for the Chieftains. Yeah, Parker, Hill, Hovey, Schultz, and Miles Vose, the 5 out there for Louisburg. Crowley in the lane. It's good, just in front of the free throw line.
Yeah, nice little mid-range jumper there.
Those are the kind of looks you want to try to develop and take the rest of this game. Vose again, full head of steam and count the bucket. And my goodness, Miles Vose coming off the bench for Coach Dahl and has earned his stripes so far. Another aggressive cut to the lane, blows by Lachlan McRae. Not sure all too many defenders would have kept up with them after getting by, but now a chance to cap off the 3-point play. Can't knock it down. McRae comes down with the rebound, but we'll have another foul call here on Louisburg. That's going to be their third team foul of this quarter. And the first of the game on Conley Hovey. Still a 5-point lead here for the Chieftains. Crowley calling for it. Head fake, trying to get pass on Parker. Hands off to Albert. Looking for McRae. The pass was just behind us. He was trying to work down to the low post. And that's another turnover for the Chieftains. Kick out Hill, wide open three, too strong. Hovey, another offensive board, plows over Carlton. Offensive foul is the call, and that's quick. Back-to-back fouls picked up by Conley Hovey, the strong 6'5" junior. Coach Dahl asking for an explanation, getting one, not really liking it though. That is now the third team foul of the quarter for Louisburg. As Schultz is off the bench, he'll be coming in at the next stoppage. Glover takes the double team with him. Crowley, extra pass to Carlton in the near corner. Now straight away, Owen Schmidt doesn't go. Rebound, Miles Vose underneath. Give back to Vose from Hovey through three. Tongi defenders gets it in to go off the glass, and it's a one-possession game again. In the middle of a 9-2 run for the Wildcats right now. Parker spin, Glover pokes it away, keeps control. Miles Vose gets it, can't finish on the left side though. Would have been a terrific shot if it would have went down. Now bodies hit the deck here, and a foul call on Miles Vose holding that left hip, left thigh area. So he comes up pretty gingerly. And on top of that, he will get tagged with his second personal foul, fourth team foul. One more for the Chieftains to be back in the bonus. Tongi with 2 team fouls in the second quarter.
Much more defensive game here than the last time these two met.
Crowley finds Carlton with space. Mismatch against Vose, but can't finish. Gets his own rebound. Trying to go up strong. Off balance. Still doesn't go. Vose, again, at the right block. His momentum took him just a touch too far forward as he walked. And it's another turnover in this game as Cater Albert will check back in for the Chieftains. Zakiah Glover will head out as the fundamental chance breakout from the Tonganoxie student section. Barber, number 3, checks in for the first time in this game for Louisburg. Chieftains still with the 3-point advantage right now. It's been a 9-2 run for Louisburg. That's gotten them back into this contest after the Chieftains held a double-digit lead early in this first half. Now under 3 minutes left to go till halftime. Crowley with space, not afraid to pull the trigger, and that's why his second from downtown. He's got 8.
Chieftains needed that.
Back in front by 6 now. Barber backing down on Glover, now gives to Vose. The ball quickly works his way around to Parker, drives in, puts a shoulder into McRae, but he walked with it again, the 5th turnover for Louisburg. And the tight Chieftain defense giving some trouble to Louisburg. Fitz pass going to Rill, trying to work it in down low. He's going to come around over to the left side to Zakiah. Calling for it. Crowley taking the double team with him. Drives, looks for an open man, puts it up himself. A little too strong. There's Sakaya with an offensive rebound. Doesn't get the putback, though. And the Wildcats will take back controls. We're now under 2 minutes left to go till halftime.
Yeah, it was a good rebound by Sakaya. Too bad he couldn't finish that putback.
And we'll have a timeout ticking here. Oh. So it was calling offensive play called 5 out, and the official side he said timeout.
Oh.
Which, can't really blame him. That's fairly tough to try to differentiate while you're on the court in the heat of the action. So that'll slow things down. An inbounds opportunity here for Louisburg as Schultz is able to get it into Barber. Tightly guarded by Rowe. Give off to Parker. Gets by Rowe and kisses it in.
Parker for 2.
A good finish for Parker. Back to a 4-point game. Glover, good pass. Was looking for Rowe. Deflected by Schmidt initially, but Rowe still able to control. Crowley, too strong. Long rebound tracked down by Parker. Brock Vose now back to Parker. Drives left of Glover through multiple defenders. Lost it in the way. Jump ball is called. That'll be Chieftain basketball as they have possession arrow. As Cater Albert will come back in as well as Noah Carlton. And Brady Hickey, number 5 for Louisburg, will also check in. He's been sitting out most of this game with 2 fouls he picked up early in the first quarter. And he's back out there now, so we're now under a minute left to go here in the second. Crowley trying to drive it again, a kick out. McRae with the defender in his face, doesn't knock down the near corner 3, and Albert just maybe a bit of a frustration foul, trying to go for that loose ball, lowering the shoulder and knocking him down. He'll pick up his first of the game. It'll stop the clock, 32.9 seconds. Now allow Louisburg to substitute as Conley Hovey will check back into the game. Big possession here coming up from Louisburg, down by 4 in a game that has been really dominated the majority of this first half by Tonganoxie. They've held the lead. We had 3 lead changes to start things off in the third quarter. In the first quarter, 3 lead changes.
The Chieftains are switching to that 1-3-1 zone.
Back he goes over to Schultz from Hickey, and he goes back to him. Now 10 seconds. Chieftain Arena trying to get loud, help out their defense. Hickey surveying, slings it over. Schultz, 3-ball in the way, can't bank it in. Rebound, and does not count. Hill didn't get it off in time. A low-scoring affair in the first half, but the Chieftains on top by 4, 19-15. They have the lead going into halftime over the Lewisburg Wildcats, and we'll be back with more in the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show after this timeout. You're watching Chieftain Basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank & Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank & Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank & Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Welcome back in to Tonganoxie Sports Live and White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house and lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 19-15 ball game. Low-scoring affair in that first half, but the Chieftains do take a lead into the locker room up by 4, looking to avenge a 53-51 loss to start the season back on December 1st at Louisburg, and so far on a good track to do that. And the 3-ball was all the talk at the start of the game. Their first 4 field goals from the floor, all from 3-point range. Lachlan McGray with a pair. Alex Crowley has hit a pair too. Alex with 8 points. Lachlan with 6, and then a lone 3-ball for Owen Schmidt and Zakiah Glover knocking 2 free throws down. So he's got 2 points. Meanwhile, for Louisburg, a little bit more concentrated on the scoring of it. 6 of the 15 belonging down low to Conley Hovey. He was our Brothers Market player spotlight of the game coming into this one, because we said he is a guy that's going to be hard to handle down low, and he can ruin a game, and he can take over a game too, of getting boards and going up strong with second and third chances through the strong effort, and he made that very apparent early in the first half.
Yeah, no question about it. And the thing that really concerns me, partner, is, if I'm not mistaken, 15 of our 19 points come from 3-land. So, that's not a high percentage shot. You can't rely on that the whole game. So they're going to have to figure out a way, and they've got Hovey in that in the paint, so they're going to have to figure out how to get some higher percentage short-range jumpers or something, because they can't live on that 3-ball.
We saw that start to happen a little bit later in the second quarter. We saw a nice one, Alex Crowley driving in, getting by a defender, stopping in the lane, was looking for someone to pass to. It's all he had space, and put up the shot and knocked down the field goal. Again, that's why he's got 8 points in that first half. That definitely has got to be some kind of focus and plan of attack. And maybe if this is something that they're not confident in trying to go down low with Owen Schmidt or Noah Carlton being undersized compared to when they're going to be going down low, that Hovey's going to be down there to meet them. If you're coming off the bench, Melton, Schultz, Barber, whoever it could be. Louisburg has size and height down low. That's one of their big advantages. I don't think this is not a confidence factor from Tonganoxie. I think maybe it's just the guys going out there feeling good during warm-ups or knocking their first shots down. But like we said, that's going to be a really, really hard clip to keep up 15 of your first 19 points coming from 3-point range.
Yeah, I mean, you can't live on that. But anyway, hopefully they'll find a way to move the good ball movement, and screens will, can hopefully get the Chieftains some easier buckets.
And if Louisburg there is some potential room for some foul trouble to start occurring here as we get things started in the second half. Multiple players with 2 fouls. You got 2 of the 5 starters with 2 fouls, Brady Hickey and Conley Hovey down low. And if maybe those personal fouls start to pile up a little bit, and they'll have to get out of that aggressive man-to-man defense, maybe go to a zone. We see Coach Jones open up in a man-to-man, and he went to that 1-3-1 zone later in the second quarter. Seemed to be working for a little bit. Louisburg got going in the second quarter, though. It was 14-5 at the end of the first quarter, and they outscored the Chieftains 10-4 in that second quarter. Got it back to within a 4-point contest. So if you're Tonga, you just got to come out in the second half, got to find a way to get that offense up and running out inside the three-point range, trying to get those higher percentage shots from close in the lane or those mid-range jumpers, just anything to try to get some kind of variety going here with this offense.
Well, the other thing I would say, too, is I know he's really big, but if you can, you want to try and take it right at him and try and get him in foul trouble, too, because he's already got, 2?
Already got 2.
Yeah, so I think that may be a point of focus, too, is, take it right at him and make him block it. And if he gets in foul trouble, then you have a better shot.
Well, we'll see what Coach Jones and the stuff come up with. This team, one of the better second-half teams in the Frontier League. They're up by 4, 19-15 over the Louisburg Wildcats. We'll see what kind of adjustments they make when we come back with third quarter action up next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are
robots taking over the world? Yes.
Never mind.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
We're back here inside Chieftain Arena, and there's a slight delay here in the action as it looks like a spectator has taken a fall in the stands, getting tended to by Mark Padfield and company, so they're in great hands. So we're going to have a little bit of a later start here to the second half. Chieftains out of the locker room. They're going to start getting some warm-up shots in down on the other end of the goal near the Louisburg bench. The Wildcats, I believe they were coming out of their locker room for halftime and then got sent back, or they elected to go back. So
yeah, I believe that's one of Owen Smith's family members, because he's over there talking to his dad and whoever's down.
Yeah, so we'll just wait and see. It doesn't seem like anything's serious.
No, it's not. Doesn't look serious.
It's just a thing. There was a spill. Just making sure everybody is okay. Again, Chieftains back on the floor, warming up. So we're going to just kind of be hanging tight here. We're going to step aside again, get another break in here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We'll be back with second half action coming up soon.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd. When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
So we're still hanging around here inside Chieftain Ridge. Just want to give another update to you guys. Looks like there's not going to be any basketball at least happen anytime soon here, at least. Again, the fan net took a fall. They are working on, again, looks like some first responders are going to be coming in and helping again. Do want to reiterate, this isn't anything that's like life-threatening. This isn't serious or whatever. They're just taking all precautions that they feel like they need to be taking, which is fine. It's okay, but it looks like we will not start the second half of this game until all of that is taken care of. So I want you to kind of hang tight here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and we will be back soon, hopefully here, with second half action again. Tonganoxie with the lead over to Louisburg Wildcats, 19-15. And we will be back again here. I'll just put us on the Begin Soon tab, and we will be back with third quarter action next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Thinking about starting your next outdoor home project? Be sure to call 811 before you dig. After calling 811, wait a few days for utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags to avoid unintentionally hitting a utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt service in your area, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury. Southern Star asks you to help protect our community. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Officially back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, ready to get things started. Quarter number 3 coming up in just a few seconds here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, and the start of the second half tonight is brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, their hometown real estate company that'll help you buy your first home all the way to your dream home. Visit Dan Lynch and his team today in Tonganoxie as the Chieftains will open up a 4-point lead, 19-15 over the Wildcats as we get things started. And more extended halftime break. Both teams ready to get things going here. So looking to give an early whistle here. Attention coming down the lane. We'll see who they give this to for Tongi. It's going to be on Alex Crowley.
Carlton.
Excuse me, Carlton. All right. You think I would know the Tonganoxie numbers by now?
You would think.
At this point in the season, I know. Apologize about that. Underneath, goes up. Strong got Schmidt off his feet and able to finish as Brock Vose had 2 points in that first half. And you make it 3 here. Looking to cap off the 3-point play and make it a 1-point game. Wildcats 3 of 5, shooting 60% at the line in the first half. This one on the way from Vose, and he knocks it down. Schmidt, big 3 on the way. Can't go down. Zakai Glover with a good tip out, though. Went over Parker. Crowley takes a couple bounces but doesn't fall. Sorry, 2 3-pointers chucked up on that possession. Neither of them going down. A Conley Hovey rebound has the Wildcats coming back the other way. Brady Hickey facing a double team near the baseline out to Parker. He'll stop at the left block, puts over McRae, doesn't go. Here come the Chieftains back the other way. Behind the back, Glover weaving through, now finds McRae. He cuts in, gets Hovey off his feet, and bakes it in.
That's how you do it. Take it right at him.
Back to a 3-point lead, 21-18. Hickey, entry to the low post to Hovey, but it's kicked out. He'll stay here with the Wildcats. Miles Vose, number 11, quickly back into the game. And he will bring out Nathan Parker, a 5'9" senior. Passes in to Vose, so now the Vose gives it. Up it goes to Hill. It doesn't go down for three.
A good block out there by the Chieftains.
McRae driving again. Another mid-range jumper doesn't fall. Carlton brings down the rebound.
And Carlton's doing his yeoman's work in there because he's got the big guy on him too.
Inside it goes to Schmidt. Doesn't get it to fall, but a chance to hurt him at the line.
Just like I said, take it right at him and get him in foul trouble.
And that wasn't on Hovey, but it is on Brock Vose for his second of the game. Him and Hovey each now with 2 personal fouls. First team foul of the quarter for Louisburg. Owen Schmidt to the line as he knocks down the first attempt. And Louisburg has come close to potentially tying this game up, but haven't been able to crack about that 3-point hump as they now go back down by 5, 23-18. 5 points in the game right now for Schmidt. Great feed up and under. Perfect finish for Hill. His first bucket of the game.
Just a breakdown in communication on the switch there by the Chieftains.
Crowley had it knocked loose. He'll stay down here with the Chieftains. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Crowley looking for an inbounds. Looking, going to have to get it in quick here, and he settles for Zakiah Glover, getting it in over Hill. Zips it underneath. McRae double team,
nice
finds
pass.
Carlton. Clean block by Miles Vose and saves it. Get it to his brother Brock. Just great play there from Miles Vose.
Yeah, it really was.
Near corner, Brady Hickey, baseline on Crowley, no bucket, foul on the floor. I think they're going to get the foul as that was Miles Vose that hit the deck. Second personal foul for Owen Schmidt, the third team foul of the quarter for Tonganoxie compared to 1 team foul for Louisburg. Inbounds is into Brock Vose, 1 bounce, Simp over Schmidt, doesn't go, fight for the loose ball, and Owen comes away with it. And no stranger to getting down low and going to battle with some of the best big men in the Frontier League is Owen Schmidt. Coming away with the rebound there. Chiefs trying to capitalize in for some points. Carlton near the free throw line looking for Schmidt. It's tipped out by Brock Vose to the Tongi bench. I'll tell you, game 2 between the Chieftains and the Wildcats tonight, it's playing eerily similar to game 1 where Louisburg has struggled to get back into it. That's a big 3 in the far corner for Owen Schmidt. Definitely know that's got to feel good for him. His second from downtown in this game, back to a 6-point lead. And you give Tonganoxie credit when you think Louisburg is starting to threaten to close it, potentially tie or take the lead. They come up with a big bucket on the other end and extend that lead.
They've been able to keep them at arm's length so far. Another foul on the Chieftains.
First of the game for Lachlan McRae. Goodness. Second of the game. My apologies as we have a timeout on the floor. 2 free throws coming up on the other side for Louisburg. Down 6. About 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Transform the look and feel of your home with the perfect flooring from Midwest Carpet Center in downtown Tonganoxie. Discover a world of exquisite carpets, stunning hardwoods, and luxurious vinyl. With over 20 years of trusted service, they are your local flooring experts. And they're so much more than just carpet. Shop a variety of styles from quality brands like Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, Hortec, and so much more. From cozy living rooms to elegant bedrooms, sleek kitchens to stunning baths, you'll find it all at Midwest Carpet Center. Explore online at MidwestCarpetCenter.com.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
So the foul was tacked to Lachlan McRae, his second of the game, and the fourth team foul for the Chieftains. And they're in dangerous territory with still 4:33 left to go in this third quarter. One more, and the Wildcats be put in the bonus. That'd be huge for them in any efforts to try to come back in this contest. Missing on the front end of the free throws is Brock Vose, who just kept off the three-point play at the line on his only trip to get things started here in the third quarter. Second one, rattles in and out. Anthony Rowe with the rebound for Tongi. Chiefs not wasting any time getting up the floor, looking like a track meet out here. Anthony Rowe, catch and shoot in the near corner, doesn't go. Owen Schmidt, a big rebound.
Huge.
And a putback.
Huge rebound and putback by Owen there.
He's got 10, the leading scorer of the game. Owen Schmidt is showing the capability, especially in the last matchup against Louisburg, to take over a game in the second half. Looking to do it here to the Wildcats again. Brock Vose on the drive, finds Hovey. Two Chieftains hitting the deck, Schmidt and Rowe. No whistles, and that's the 8th points of the game now for Conley Hovey underneath for Louisburg. Now a travel at the other end. We'll keep it 28-22 in favor of Tonganoxie. So what are we taking away on the defensive end for Tonganoxie now about closing in about 2.5 quarters into this contest?
Well, they're still staying in that tough man-to-man. They've given up a few buckets on see they're trapping and switching on defense, and they've got to make sure that they continue to communicate, because when they don't, you have a wide-open man ahead of layup.
Hickey will let it fly for three and buries it. A big one for Louisburg. Back to a one-possession game we go. First field goal of the game for Brady Hickey. Schmidt finding McRae. Good extra pass to Glover. Looking for Rowe. Extra pass to Owen in the near corner. Tried to go around Schultz, but is fouled.
Good head fake there by Schmidt.
Sorry, knocked down a couple of three-pointers. One of the sharpshooters of this team. Pretty easy. You got to take his three ball as a threat if you're Louisburg, and if you're Schultz, he's got to eat it there and try to learn for the next time. Swirling out is the Crowley three ball in the near corner. Thought it was going to go, just didn't get the courtesy bank in from the glass. Schultz finds Hovey. Down low, quick ball movement. Hickey trying to go back to back, doesn't do it. Rattled in and out. Schmidt there for the rebound. Rowe calling for it in the far corner. Crowley near the top, driving and a kick out to the right wing. Lachlan McRae guarded by Hill. Finds Schmidt, Schultz on him. And jumping that pass is Miles Vose. Was looking to get it to Zakiah Glover, and it's a one-point ball game.
I saw that coming.
Miles Vose sizing him up. 7 points off the bench tonight for Miles Vose, number 11. He has the Wildcats back within one, 28-27, just over 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You're watching Chieftain basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
That was the 6th turnover of the game. That last steal for Miles Vose, taking it coast to coast and finishing on the layup. Has the Wildcats back within one as we're nearing the 2-minute warning of the third quarter. Now we're seeing full court pressure here for Louisburg, and they had Albert trapped there, but a whistle and a foul. They might give it to Hickey, and they will. That's going to be his third personal of the game. Brock Vose set to check back in for Louisburg, see if he does come in for Hickey, and he will. And Louisburg, you got to be really frustrated with that once it looked like you had Albert trapped and had to either force Tongi to take a timeout or potentially take the turnover. Instead, they get the inbounds in. Jason Byrne in for the Chieftains, finds Crowley. So he brings it across the timeline. Crowley lets it fly for three. Doesn't go.
And they're
Bodies colliding in the paint.
They're falling in love with that three line. Who's that foul on? Albert?
Yep, one Cater Albert. Her second, fifth team foul. So for the rest of this third quarter, Louisburg is in the bonus, and they can take the lead at the line here. Making his second trip on the night, number 13, Luke Schultz, 6'2 junior, went 1 for 2 in his last trip in the first half. And strong off the back iron. Tonganoxie student section starting to get loud. Looks like America night here tonight. A lot of red, white, and blue. Trying to tie it for the Wildcats is Schultz, and he does.
Number 2, Glover into the game for Tonganoxie.
There's only 2 points of the game, each coming from the free throw line. As Sakai Glover back into the game, Cater Albert will head out with his 2 fouls. Keeping this full court pressure is Louisburg. Able to get it in, breaking through with ease again is Tongi. It's Alex Crowley. Finds Carlton up near the top, still looking for his first points of the ball game. Got 10 from Schmidt, the leading scorer. Crowley behind him with 8, and the third is Lachlan McRae with, he's got 8 as well. So him and Crowley tied for second in scoring for the Chieftains. And the burn into the far corner, guarded by Brock Vose. Gives it back to Crowley up top. Chieftains swinging it around the perimeter, trying to find an open man. There it is right there. Rell couldn't handle it. Turns it over. Crucial mistake there for the Chieftains. Rowe tapping his chest saying, my bad. That was patient ball movement for the Chieftains. Rowe finally got open. It just went right through his hands and ricochets off his chest and his knee. The 7th turnover of the game, and a turnover that could potentially give the Wildcats the lead. Schultz for 3. It's good. Nothing but net in the far corner. And the first time the Wildcats have led since it was 3-4 in this game back in the first quarter. Rowe collects, spikes it in. Now under 30 seconds left to go in the third.
Another good one here, partner.
Another good one indeed. What more can he ask for in the Frontier League? Under 20 now. Miles Vose gets by Crowley. He hits the deck. Give is now to Hill. He's just holding on to it. Louisburg looking for the final shot. Under 10 now. Vose gets the screen, working inside through Carlton and Rowe. No good. Hovey. Rebound with the left hand, does not go. Schultz fighting for it. Carlton tipping it in. Third quarter expires. And the Wildcats lead by 1 thanks to a big 3-ball from Luke Schultz that was nothing but nylon, and we head to the fourth. Chieftains down by 1, 31-30. Another exciting one. Don't miss a second of it on the other side here on Talking Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colt McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, and it'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
And still anybody's ball game as we head to the fourth and final quarter here on Talking Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, a 1-point contest. Louisburg with the lead, 31-30. Only the second time the Wildcats have led in this game. Their first lead back when it was 3-4 in the opening minutes of the first quarter. Chieftains had led ever since. And the Wildcats had gotten within arm's reach, within a 3-point deficit multiple times throughout the rest of the game. The Chieftains were able to just keep them at that. We'll come up with a quick run. And now the Wildcats have cracked the code in the later parts of the third quarter. So they retake the lead as the Chieftains looking for a bucket here on this possession. It's in the hands of Carlton right now, trying to move, find Schmidt in the far corner. Zips it across, Jason Byrne. The young sophomore just kisses the rim. It's a little short.
Another 3 ball.
Loose ball on the ground. Schultz there for Jason Byrne for the Chieftains, and they blow that whistle very, very quick. As it looked like Byrne actually came away with it, was getting ready to give it back to Carlton. That whistle came in very, very quick. That's what they've been doing that the whole night. Tonight, they did it in the girls' game and throughout the same thing in the boys' game here tonight. Anytime jump balls, when both players get a hand on it, they're quick to the whistle with it. So at least they're being consistent. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, they really are. Now they're back in that zone.
Miles Vose hits the deck, but the pass still trickles over to Hickey. Here he is with it again, back to Miles Vose. Surveying, Glover, tipped it, trying to get it back from Hickey. And
what'd they call? Oh, just out of bounds.
Yeah, so he'll stay here with Louisburg. Coach Dahl was asking initially about a foul. Now he's going to take a timeout here. Louisburg looking to draw something up. Already over a minute burned off here in this first half, 30 seconds. We'll go ahead and we'll just keep it right here. And while we have some time, we do want to pass along our congratulations to 2 men from this past fall on the football team. Isaiah Holthouse going to be signing a letter of intent to go to Fort Hays State, become a Tiger, and continue his athletic career. That'll be happening tomorrow, February 7th at 3 p.m. in the Tongi High School Commons area, and he will be joined and signing along with Jackson McWilliams, as he is now becoming a Griffin. We wish both of them the best of luck in their playing careers moving forward. 2 of the most talented football players in all of 4A and all in the entire state of Kansas as well this past fall. And both those schools really, really lucky to have those 2 young men. Chieftains off the miss. Up it goes to Owen Schmidt. Just couldn't finish on the right side. Miles Vose contested. Schmidt looking around for a foul. Didn't get one.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got him with the body, but they didn't call it.
So you don't see him miss too many of those. Owen Schmidt. Wildcats still holding on to a 1-point lead. Wildcats seem pretty content here with taking their time and moving the ball around till they get the shot that they want to take.
Now they switch back to man-to-man.
In the lane, Brady Hickey, great finish in the lane. And things lead up to 3 now for Louisburg, the largest lead of the game. And Chieftains need to get a bucket here before this one starts to really get away from them. McRae near the right elbow, finds Schmidt, going to try to drive baseline on Brock Vose, picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Carlton, high off the glass, does not go. Already a couple of bunnies missed here pretty nearly for Tongi, and they're going to say it's going to stay down here with the Chieftains as well.
I think they're fortunate there.
Over to the far corner to Carlton. We'll start to bring it back up near the top. Find Alex Crowley.
Yeah, they seem, when they work it in for a higher percentage shot, they're just not knocking them down.
Crowley finds Carlton with space. Schmidt now trying to go in on Brock Vose. McRae gets by Schultz, puts a floater
there you go.
Off the glass and count the bucket. The foul's going to be on Conley Hovey. Trying to plead his case to the official, not going to hear it.
That's what I said you should do. Take it right at the big man.
Chance to tie the game at the line. For Tonganoxie, only the third trip they've had to the line tonight, and the first for Lachlan. On the way, leaves it short, but Schmidt comes away with the rebound, goes
Big
up
rebound.
strong with it, doesn't go. And a foul on the Chieftains going for that loose ball. We got a push on Zakiah Glover. He picks up his third. And each team now with one team foul apiece here in the fourth. Schultz on the right side, can't finish. Hovey, another rebound, another putback, doesn't go, but Schultz again. And the big body presence underneath for Louisburg. 3 cracks on it.
Yeah,
Extends that lead back up to 3.
Yeah, no block out at all. That's going to be 4 on Zakiah. Player control foul. He was just out of control.
Only Chieftain in any kind of foul trouble. Nobody else with more than 2 on the team. This is a point in the game. Things maybe starting to unravel for the Chieftains. Need to regroup here. And quickly, Vose to Vose and finishes. That's Miles to Brock.
The Chieftains need a bucket here.
Or just lead at 5 for the Wildcats. Chieftains need something going here on the offensive end of the floor.
Oh.
Another one ricocheted off the face of Crowley, deflected. Schmidt gets knocked down to the floor. Going for that loose ball was Brady Hickey. He'll pick up number 4 of the game. And with that, we will have Luke Hill, number 2. We'll have a timeout on the floor taken by Tonganoxie. Needing to regroup here, facing our largest deficit of the game. 37-32, Wildcats 3.5 minutes away from sweeping the season series against the Tonganoxie Chieftains. We'll see if they can come back on the other side here on Tonga Sports Live.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are
Bots taking over the world? Yes.
Never mind.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Alex Crowley inbound for the Chieftains, finds Glover. Glover's got to play carefully here down the stretch. 4 personal fouls, 1 more, and he will foul out. Crowley with space, straightaway 3, does not go. Conley Hovey, clean rebound underneath, boxing out Noah Carlton. And the 3 ball has been
cooled off the second half.
It has. You had mentioned during the halftime show it's going to be a tough clip for them to manage as the inside game is really coming alive for Louisburg. Another finish inside by Brock Vose. This is starting to get away from the Chieftains right now. Still have time, but Got to start making points. Got to make them now. That's a big one from Noah Carlton, his first field goal of the game, let alone from three-point range. Don't see him pull up on those too often. That's a big one for the Chieftains, and now a potential maybe takeaway, and wisely Coach Ben Dahl from Louisburg came charging in, calling the timeout. Looked like the Chieftains were coming away with the basketball. Well, we'll go ahead and keep it here. We're going to have a picture-in-picture timeout coming up here, brought to you by White Birch Property Realty Executives.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
This is a game that the Chieftains are 3 quick lead changes in the first quarter. They led the most of the way. Louisburg didn't retake the lead till later in the third quarter. So we're talking almost 2 full quarters of the lead for Tonganoxie, and now found themselves down for the most part here in the fourth quarter. Currently sits at 4, 39-35, a big 3-ball from Noah Carlton. Is there anything that you're seeing out there that maybe has led to, on either end of the floor, for Tonga giving up this lead and now trailing for most of the fourth?
The real difference, partner, is that Louisburg is getting points in the paint. And unfortunately, the Chieftains are settling for long jumpers, low percentage shots. That is really the difference in this game.
It is important noting here in a tight game in the fourth quarter, each team with 2 team fouls, so both have some to give if it ever comes to when you got to start fouling and sending the other to the line.
It looks like Louisburg's content to run some clock here.
Trying to bring in on Miles Vose, lost his footing, but a whistle.
That's going to do it. Well, that was
so I think they're going to get Lachlan. That's Kai Glover currently in and over on the bench, his third of the game for Lachlan. And the third team foul for Tonga as Brady Hickey will check back in. Miles Vose will head out for Louisburg. So it looks like the starting 5 is back out there for the Wildcats with the exception of Jordan Schultz. Alex Crowley coming away with the takeaway. Can he finish it? He does in the air, kind of spinning around and able to finish with the right hand back to a 2-point contest. That's exactly what you couldn't have if you were Louisburg. There's a turnover. Crowley creating it and going the other way, and even contested somehow was going and kind of got his back turned where it was back facing us and able to finish with the right hand, the wherewithal, able to finish that. We're back to a 2-point game.
Yeah, that's good player control there. And you know, I thought he was going to get too far under the basket, but he was able to make that little circus play and worked out well.
And a big one there for the Chieftains. Back to a 2-point game. 2 minutes and 1 second left to go in regulation. Again, game 1 looked like it was potentially maybe going to an overtime. Wildcats able to pull it off, 40-39. And another one tight in the final few minutes of the fourth quarter. And these matchups tonight between the Chieftains and the Wildcats, they have not disappointed by any means. Now Tonga will be bringing the full court pressure, looking to get another turnover.
Trap.
10 to Hickey. Able to give it off to Brock Vose. Now back to Hickey. Glover got to be careful with 5 fouls. Let's Hickey go by him. Schultz. Another kick out, but nobody's there to collect for Louisburg. Chieftains just behind the gun, though. That allows Hickey to control. Student section starting to get loud. Oh, and everybody else in this gym right now. Underneath, wide open. Conley Hovey finishes on the right block. He's got 10 points now. All coming from inside in the low post. McRae finds Schmidt. Head fake. Now finds Crowley. He'll drive baseline. Back to Schmidt. Extra to McRae. Open 3. It's good.
Big 3 right there by Lachlan.
Third of the night for Lachlan, who seems to relish in these kind of moments, these close contests. We get it late into the fourth quarter, knocks a big one down there, his third from downtown. 9 of the 13 coming from three-point range for Lachlan McRae. Has the Chieftains back within one. As the Chieftains continuing to start to claw their way back into this one. A man of few words, I guess.
What's that?
A man of few words?
I was trying to read some lips there, but wasn't having any luck. Sorry about that, partner.
It was all good, but
I was trying to see what he was saying in the huddle there about fouling. But if you're the Chieftains, if you can't get a steal, you may think about picking up a foul because you need to.
At this point in the game, too, you're down by 1, 1 minute, 2 seconds. You have 3 team fouls, so you got to get 2 more with the Wildcats in the bonus. And able to get back in transition. Extra pass from Hickey is deflected. Held onto it for about a half second too long. Had an open man on the left block. That gave Glover enough time to deflect, and the Chieftains could take a lead here under a minute left to go in the game.
I think I'd call a timeout if I was Coach Jones right here.
Got 1 more left to give.
You want to set something up.
And an offensive foul, huge. They called a foul on Crowley as he was falling down to the floor. His second, but most importantly, gives the ball back to Louisburg.
With 36 seconds.
It does count as one of the team fouls, so now just 1 more to put Louisburg in the bonus, so 36.2 seconds. Now you have a little bit more time to try to come away with the steal if you're Coach Jones, but if not, then you got to start fouling. They're going to do it right there. They're going to send Schultz to the line as he's fouled by Carlton. Only the second of the game for Carlton. 7th trip to the line tonight for Louisburg, and the 3rd in the game for Schultz. Shooting 50%, 2 of 4 so far. 2 big ones here. First one on the way, too strong.
Now a 2 wins it.
Barring what this one does.
Yep.
Trying to give it a 2-point lead for the Wildcats, and he can't. And a good box out from Schmidt. That's going to get a foul on Brock Vose over the back. So now, like you were saying, a 2-pointer does potentially win it for Tonganoxie. Miles Vose will come back in for Louisburg.
I look for Coach Jones to call a timeout when they get the ball in.
That would be his final timeout if he elects to take it.
I think he should.
In the hands of Alex Crowley, bringing it across the timeline. Gets the screen from Carlton. Has space, going to try to take it himself. Doesn't go. Carlton tipped out of bounds. Louisburg basketball. And Crowley tried to do it himself.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite finish. Still a 1-point contest. And you imagine your Chieftains are going to be fouling here again, sending someone back to the line.
Yeah, if you can't get the steal, you got to foul immediately.
So we just have a quick timeout coming up here. Full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 1-point lead. 17.3 seconds left to go in the game here on Tongi Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
And here we go here. 1 point ball game, 41-40 Louisburg. They have the inbounds coming up, 17.3 seconds, and they get it in. Brady Hickey got behind defenders, and Chieftains will let him. No, that's a costly mistake for Sakiah Glover.
Yeah, you don't want to do
Costly mistake by Sakiah Glover. His 5th foul, he will foul out of the game. And if Hickey making the bucket, puts the Cats up by 3. If they can make it here, it's a 4-point game, and
make it pretty tough on the Chieftains.
it is very, very tough. And big one here for Hickey at the line. Too strong. Tip out Schultz, and the Wildcats control it again. Another foul. 2 more free throws coming. 10.1 seconds, and the Wildcats are in the driver's seat. Just unbelievable.
Gave up another offensive rebound to the. It's just about going to do it. He hits this one, it will.
4-point lead now for Louisburg. 2 for 2 at the line. Just for style points, Luke Hill. 5-point game. Now 5 seconds. Crowley's going to have to let it fly. Does it go? Long rebound on the baseline, 1.3 seconds.
That's going to be the ball game.
Just got to inbound it here if you're Louisburg, and they will sweep the regular season series over the Chieftains. Another one coming down to the wire here.
Yep.
Inside Chieftain Arena. Final score, Louisburg 45, Tonganoxie 40. And again, that layup from Brady Hickey, Sakiah Glover, if you do not foul there, it's still a 3-point game. You have a chance to call a timeout, draw something up. Instead, you send them to the line. Misses the free throw, and then the box out, just not there tonight for the Chieftains down the low post. We had mentioned it earlier in this game as we now go to the Brothers Market postgame show where they treat you like family. And this was going to be a game that was going to be decided, like we say in the football game, it's decided in the trenches, but in this game it was going to be decided in the low post. The big size, Conley Hovey, among many others down low. How are the Chieftains going to be able to counteract that? Were they going to be able to get a body on a body whenever those boards were coming off the rim? And tonight just weren't quite up for the challenge in a game that they led for a little over half of the total game time.
Yeah, I think when the Chieftains look back on this, they're going to look at this as one that got away from them. This was definitely a winnable game for them.
Yeah, and I think if you ask anybody else on that team, they're going to be agreeing with you. Leading scorer for Tonganoxie tonight, Lachlan McRae with 13. Alex Crowley behind him with 8. Owen Schmidt behind him as well. He's got 10 on the night. There's some production there from the starters, and leading scorer for Louisburg is Conley Hovey with 10. Again, all of them were coming from down low inside the paint. He was dominant this entire game. And before we sign off here tonight, it is time to crown our Kevin Gallagher American Family Insurance Player of the Game. They've been serving Tonganoxie families for over 25 years for all your insurance needs, home, life, auto, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency is there to serve you every step of the way.
Yeah, I think you got to give it to Hovey because he really shut the Chieftains down in the paint tonight. He just didn't allow them. They were taking low percentage shots because they just couldn't get it inside. So I think you got to give him the player of the game.
And overall, the defense for Louisburg, it was tight-to-tight, aggressive, man-to-man defense for pretty much the whole entire night. Gave the Chieftains fits. They were able to cut in and penetrate, taking a double or even sometimes a triple team with them in that first half. They were able to kick out. They had some good looks from three. They were knocking them down earlier in that first half. But like we had mentioned, when you score 15 of your 19 points at halftime from three-point range, that's going to be a near impossible clip to keep up in that second half. And they found out that it was impossible.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's too bad. I thought the boys really had a shot to get some revenge tonight, but it just got away from them there in the fourth quarter.
Nonetheless, two great basketball games. All were close, and anybody's ball game going into the fourth quarter, but Louisburg sweeping the varsity doubleheader tonight, 39-40 in the girls' game and 40-45 here in the boys' varsity game. Now let's recap a little bit here, and let's take a look at what we have coming up next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and these are all the remaining regularly scheduled broadcasts coming up on Tonganoxie Sports Live the rest of the way through February. This isn't taking into consideration any postseason games for basketball, particularly speaking. The only exception is that tomorrow, February 7th, here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, we will have a broadcast that will be going on for tomorrow's action from the Frontier League Boys Varsity Wrestling Tournament live from Spring Hill High School. It will be covered. You and I will be there. We'll have a couple others there. It's kind of like a mega cast thing. We'll have a stream going of all four matches that will be going throughout the day, and we'll have commentary on the semifinals and the final matchups as the first step of the wrestling postseason for the boys varsity squads in the Frontier League takes place tomorrow. Really looking forward to Paola and Tonganoxie matchups. How many of those we're going to see tomorrow, the number 2 and number 5 overall 4A teams in the state respectively. Looking forward to that. Again, that starts at 3 p.m. tomorrow on Tonganoxie Sports Live. And then Thursday the 8th, this is a game that was supposed to happen in January but got delayed and postponed due to the bad weather. That's going to be at Spring Hill for basketball. That'll be a simulcast, so you can still watch it here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, but it'll be the Spring Hill Sports Live crew that'll be doing the coverage. 2 home games next week here in basketball, Tuesday and Friday against Baldwin and Paola. And now senior night will be one of those 2 nights, and as always, we'll have the senior night coverage for you right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. And then Saturday, February 17th, 4A Regional Championships for boys wrestling will be hosted right here inside of Chieftain Arena. We will be here throughout the day. Same thing like we're going to be doing tomorrow. We'll bring you a live stream throughout the day. The match going on, but we'll have the commentary for the semifinals and the finals matchups. We'll see who gets to punch their ticket to state. Imagine a lot of representatives from Tonganoxie going to be going again this year. We're going to bring you all that coverage Saturday, February 17th, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live inside of Chieftain Arena. Then we wrap up the regular season on the road on February 20th at Ottawa as the Chieftains take on the Cyclones for the second time this season. And that's going to do it for the winter sports season. We'll have to wait and see any potential playoff and postseason matchups, where they are, before we can announce if we're going to be doing them or not. So, just hang tight on that. If you haven't already, follow and like us on Facebook at Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie. Again, that's Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie. I'll flash the graphic up on your screen. Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie. Check out our website at varsitysportslive.com, and that's going to be doing it for us here tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We thank everybody for joining us tonight. 2 great games that we were treated to between the Wildcats and the Chieftains. We will see you tomorrow. If you're tuning in for Frontier League Boys League Tournament Wrestling action, we'll see you tomorrow. And if not, we will see you again next time, a week from now, back here inside Chieftain Arena for the Chieftains and the Bulldogs right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.